What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me, but I just got home off of an early morning flight, right? First thing through the door, I want to see my family. I love my family. You know, I'm a family man. I'm an advocate for families, right? Second thing, I got to get that hot shower because I got to throw the threads on. The threads make me feel like $1,000,000, but the third thing through my mind and all throughout the trip is that I gotta have that Teej pack. Teej makes my life uncomplicated. It's uncomplicated skincare for men. The first way that I started specifically was their level 1 system. It's a daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of the dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. Here's the thing. My favorite part about Teej Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. They really making the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin for men uncomplicated. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, you can pause and cancel at any time, and you get free shipping. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an amazing deal, right? Just click the first link in the description and you get 30% off your first box, plus a free gift. It's an amazing deal. You got to get started today. You're not out here trying to look like a Dusty. And if you travel as much as I do, which I'm sure most people don't, but you know me, I'm pushing my bag chasers in order to be in the top 5%, top 10%, top 1%. We got to make our lives uncomplicated, and Teej Hanley is no better product. You got to look good. You got to smell good. And you can't be looking like a Dusty. Make sure you get started today. Click the link in the description. Get that Teej pack. Feel the Teej, my friends. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. What up? It's Friday. It's Friday. What up? It's Friday. Freaky Friday is in the building. What's going on, my friends and family? I am glad that you guys, if you're here in Michigan, made it through the storms over the last couple of days. For everybody else throughout the nation, shout out to y'all for being able to make y'all rent this month. For all of my friends and family and bag chasers, continue to run that check up. We trending on the way to getting at least $250,000 for each and every one of y'all. For all of my Patreon members and bag chasers, I hope y'all prepared and getting y'all pitch ready for November, because that's when I'm going to be funding y'all businesses. For everybody that's in the chat and everybody that's been rocking with me all this week, all this month, all this year, I am very thankful to be your host on Friday, August 25th, 2023, year of our Lord. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal. I don't think we've missed one day, not one day of streaming this year. Or maybe I did not stream like 1 or 2 days, but I did a pre-recorded show or something like that. What up, friends and family? I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me. Thank you for tuning into the Millionaire Morning Show. Make sure that you get that Teej Hanley 30% off of your first order plus the free gift. Ladies, get your fella that Teej pack. Fellas, do the thing that's in your own best interest and get the Teej for yourself before your lady even have to get it for you. You don't want to be one of them dudes that your wife got to do everything for you and making sure that you're taking care of your business. Do you? No, you absolutely don't. What's up, friends and family? Hey, let me get a health check, a mental health check in the chat. Let me know how y'all feel on this Friday. Y'all looking forward to the weekend? Y'all excited? How do y'all feel? Let me know one word inside of the chat. One word inside of the chat of exactly how you guys feel after navigating through the majority of this month, the majority of this week, and how you guys are feeling in the inside. Not just on the outside, but feeling on the inside. Let me get a mental health check. Y'all said hoodie season is almost here. Thank God. Oh, my God. I got a whole lineup of hoodies out here in these streets. I got a whole lineup of hoodies that I'm about to be dropping on y'all. It's fall, so you know Anton about to have merch coming up. Grateful, anxiety, blessed, dedicated, TGIF, good, love, the jury duty. Oh, Jesus. Good, magnificent, ready, blessed, and motivated, optimistic, great, gratefully. Tired, winter is coming, relieved, hungrier, and excited. Direct deposited. I like that. Grateful, annoyed, but blessed. Broke, not broke. Oh man, we got to get you inside of the bag chasers. Blessed, good, going through it, but trusting God. Bullish, militant, busy, tipsy, better. Not in GA is blazing here all over it. Appreciative, aight. Ready, blessed beyond measure. Good morning, chilled, aware. I might need some new clothes. Oh, I've been doing some shopping. Man, just another day to chase the bag. Summer is the worst season. Tired, driven, and motivated. Accomplishing. I like this. Hyper focused on the bag. Strong, healthy, and appreciative. Okay. Grinding on my YouTube channel. Go get that bag then. Goldish, highly favored. I see y'all in the chat. All right. Bag chasing, getting it. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Pimples. She said pimples. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Tennessee Hennessy said, I need to join the Patreon. What you waiting on? What are you waiting on? I don't really understand what you waiting on. It's $15. Everything else continues to go up with inflation, and the Patreon been the exact same price since we dropped it. Patreon been the exact same price since we dropped it over 2 years ago. Straight up. I ain't raised the rent on none of my tenants. I ain't raised the rate on the Patreon. I ain't raised the rate on what it is that I'm charging y'all on coaching calls. I'm the only person that's been consistent. The entire economy has been in flux. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock out with me. Make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. That way we ain't got to go to another Teach commercial. Again, get that Teach Hanley. I think it's about time that we go ahead and get started with the show. Hey, hold on. First and foremost, I heard that Halle Berry is paying $8,000 a month to another baby daddy. I heard she got a first baby daddy. Now she got to pay $8,000 a month to a new baby daddy. Somebody sent that to me overnight. I said, all right, I'm going to save that one because I got too much to cover today. So we're going to talk about it on Fight Club. We gonna talk. Yeah, Patreon is rent control, flat out. It's some people that got in at $9 on the bag chasers on Patreon, and they haven't ever. They just pay it for the year, and they get like 15, 20% off when they pay it for the year. Some people got in on the Patreon at $9, and I told y'all, I promised y'all that I was never ever opening it back up for that price again. And y'all didn't believe me, and some people missed out, and some people stuck around. Shout out to Miss Crow T. Shetty, I appreciate you. And y'all didn't believe me. And some people said I'm never letting it go. Shout out to all of my people that got in at $9. But it's some that's there for $15. What y'all talking about? What y'all waiting on? $9? Bro, you can't even go to McDonald's for $9 nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah, I heard Halle Berry is out here paying $8,000 a month for child support. Good for him. Good for him. She wanted to divest. She wanted to go get her a white man while she was getting to the bag. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about it on Fight Club tonight. Make sure y'all tune in to Fight Club. This is Fight Club. Just sit there and have a conversation with us, or just sit there and observe everybody fighting it out and trying to figure it out. It's going to be a great conversation tonight. Antonio Watkins said, I'm part of the $9 tier. Shout out to the bag chasers. All right, listen, we got a full show for y'all today. I'm also going to be allowing for y'all to be able to cam up and come on if you are willing to, or if you want to ask me whatever question that you want. If you had a disagreement on something that I said earlier in the week, you just don't like me, you want to come up here and give me congratulations and say I got the best, greatest morning show on earth, and that I should be getting my $30 million at some point from one of these networks in order for me to turn it up on that mother. Dude, see, I ain't even been cussing lately. I've been modifying my speech so that I can practice for when I'm going live on these major platforms and I'm getting my $30 million. You know what I'm saying? So we can make sure that we, not getting fined by the, what is it? SEC, the broadcast networks. I don't know. Somebody said, I didn't even know that the show existed when you had dropped the Patreon for $9. That's why I keep telling y'all to share this with your family and friends. Y'all not doing the thing that's in y'all best interest. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the show. First and foremost, Allegedly, there was a man, apparently, not allegedly, apparently there is a man in Pittsburgh, and we got a theme going on today. The name of the show called She's Lying, and we're going to get to the lying part soon. But apparently, there was a man in Pittsburgh who decided that he wanted to go all out. He said, I'm tired of it. I'm frustrated. I'm not going to get evicted from not paying my rent. And we're going to have it out today. I'm going to be reading the super chat shortly. You guys did bring this to my attention, so thank you. But 75 officers have been suspended, is placed on leave. So let's mine out this subject and let's go into it. Again, make sure y'all hit a like. Make sure you share this with your family and friends. Let's get into the show, ladies and gentlemen.
The tactical team exhausted every resource available, from communication to playing family messages. The gunfire, the exchange of gunfire there was thousands of gunfire.
Thousands of rounds of gunfire, a city neighborhood riddled with bullets. Tonight, a lot of questions remain. One day after that shootout in Garfield, we can tell you that dozens of officers who were involved are now off the street. They include 47 City of Pittsburgh officers, 12 Allegheny County police officers, and 16 Allegheny County Sheriff's deputies. Police say those officers will be evaluated after their involvement in that highly charged situation yesterday. They'll likely be off the streets for several days. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Ken Rice.
And I'm Christine Sorensen. The gunfire on Broad Street has long since ended, but the disbelief coming from neighbors is loud and clear. Erica Moke spoke to those neighbors and got an up-close look at that damage. Erica.
Christine and Ken, yesterday we were telling you just the amount of gunfire that was exchanged yesterday, and you were able to see in that video the damage left behind at that row house, showing you just how intense this standoff was. You can see behind me that home has since been boarded up, but right now on this street you can see neighbors are out and about. They are alongside city leaders assessing the damage from those bullets, like what you can see right here on this house, evidence of bullets whizzing by. Neighbors tell me yesterday they felt like they were in the middle of a war zone brought on by a man that they barely knew.
So let me start here. All right. Let me start here because this is a tale of two positions. Let me go ahead and break down the story and give a little bit more context. I got something up here on my end. It says the suspect, William Hardison Sr., which means that it has to be a junior somewhere in there. William Hardison Sr. shot at deputies trying to serve an eviction notice, resulting in a standoff that lasted 6.5 hours. Let me say that again. Deputies were trying to serve an eviction notice, meaning he had been living in a house that he had no longer been paying rent in. Okay? Whether he could afford it, whether he just had a dispute with the landlord, we don't know. But absolutely serve an eviction notice. They was there to serve an eviction notice, and he said, I'm not going. I'm not going nowhere. And then he fired at deputies and police officers, which then resulted in a 6.5-hour standoff. After the hours-long standoff with the man who shot at sheriff's deputies when they went to serve the eviction notice, they said that the neighborhood turned violent when the man turned violent and began shooting. The suspect was found dead inside the residence after gunfire was exchanged intermittently for roughly 6.5 hours. Let's continue on.
Good morning, sir. How's your day? And then he was telling me that they're going to pay for this. I'm like, oh, I said, be on the street. It's cool. He said, you'll see.
He had already made up in his mind how he was going to deal with the deputies when they came over and then served the eviction notice. The witness, the man here, the man that lived on the streets with him, said, listen, he told the man, he said, good morning. They going to get theirs today. And then this man said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Well, you'll see. You'll see." Pittsburgh is one of my favorite cities. Pittsburgh is one of my favorite cities in the United States of America. It is a hidden gem that I think that many people need to explore and discover in order to see how awesome that city really is. A lot of people in the chat said, "I live here in Pittsburgh." He was a Moor. What does that mean? What is a Moor? What does a Moor have to do with him deciding that he didn't want to leave when he was being legally served an eviction notice? You are right, Persevere Data TV, and I'm going to read that super chat shortly. He said that he was ready to crash out.
And he walked away.
That man, who lives just a few doors down, says he had no idea that just days after that conversation with William Hardison, he'd turn what's been described as a normal, quiet neighborhood into a nightmare.
I couldn't even count. It had to be over 2,000 rounds coming and going. Please him, please him. They were so loud, you would have thought it was a bomb.
I'm surprised that nobody else got hurt. I'm very, very surprised that nobody got hurt. They say that it was thousands of rounds and thousands of rounds back and forth being shot between him and... Shout out to Siri. Thousands of rounds being shot back and forth between him and the police, and they were going back and forth. And instead of him being able to accept the eviction notice, he said, "I'm about to crash out and I'm going to take everybody with me." Y'all do know that police officers are humans too, right? Police officers are humans too. They have families. They have people that depend on them. They have children, wives. The women have husbands. Police officers have a job to do, but at the same time, y'all do understand that they're people and they go home and they pray for a safe return every single day. Just like you and me. Every day that I get in the car and I drive and I come down to the office and I'm going through the streets, and even though I do all of the things that I can in order to protect myself, which may include carrying and security and all of this other type of stuff, right? They are people too.
City officials and police giving an update today on the response, saying their attempts to make contact with Hardison and bring the situation to a peaceful end were met either by silence or that barrage of bullets.
The gunfire, the exchange of gunfire was there. There was thousands of gunfire. I just couldn't tell you the number.
The exact amount of shots, ammunition, even weapons used by the suspect is still under investigation by state police. And although neighbors say they had no idea what kind of stockpile Hardison may have been sitting on, one says she did see him with a gun case, which she says contained more than one rifle.
Because it was heavy. He was struggling from across the street to his house to get it into his house.
His house, the one he refused to leave, now left battered from a gun battle, as are the homes nearby, including the one that shares a wall with the now crime scene.
Elisa Little says, irresponsible coverage of this. In what way? Help me to understand it, Elisa.
Our camera was invited inside, capturing several bullet holes in that shared wall, one big enough to see right through.
It was a dramatic scene. I didn't never think it would have got to this point.
Now, it is still not known where the shot that killed the suspect came from. Again, that's still under investigation. The neighbor who lives immediately next door didn't want to go on camera. She said that there are at least 4 bullet holes in her wall, and any of them could have killed her. Thankfully, though, she evacuated, and she and her pets are okay.
I see people in the chat saying irresponsible police officers, completely unnecessary. According to the news reports, they said he had ammunition. He had a lot of ammunition in that house, and we're calling for additional ammunition. It's unclear how many bullets were fired as numerous local and federal agencies responded to the scene. Pittsburgh Public Safety Director Lee said in a news release that he would ensure employees and community members are afforded all the services they need to help process what they have witnessed. Our public safety personnel, a family, a community of Garfield, and indeed the entire city of Pittsburgh suffered a collective trauma today in experiencing this unfortunate event, Schmidt said. Now, here's my question. How do y'all justify, and I can't wait for y'all to be able to come up on a panel today. How do y'all justify when deputies go to serve an eviction notice and he just start firing at the police? How does this then becomes the police fault when he starts shooting and firing at the police when he was staying in a place where he wasn't supposed to be in the first place? So he initiated the contact, right? He initiated the rounds and he had thousands of rounds of ammunition. And so they exhausted every available option in the standoff for 6.5 hours. He wasn't coming out. He fully strapped. He got a whole lot of guns and a whole lot of ammunition. And you sitting here telling me that it's somehow, some way the police's responsibility or irresponsibility that's supposed to operate. This is why we so messed up as a society today. I'm trying to stop cursing. I'm genuinely trying to stop cursing. But let me be very, very clear. Y'all want it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Either you're going to operate in a society that's civil, in which you do what you're supposed to do, or you got to face the consequences that come along with it, or you're going to let all of the criminals run the asylum and then you're going to blame everything on the police. And then when the police say, okay, well, we're not going to do nothing and we're going to let y'all police yourselves, you're going to sit here and you're going to complain about everybody running in your stores, running out all of the grocery stores, stealing everything, running up at 7-Eleven and just taking everything. Nobody's going to show up to your aid, and then you're going to be complaining the other way. Which one you want it? Do you want the police to do what they supposed to do and address a security concern or get civility back into your society? Or do you want to operate in a lawless society where all criminals is doing whatever it is that they want to do? Which one you want? You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Which one do you want? Do you want them to make sure that your community is safe because nobody else died? I know that there's always going to be, quote unquote, devil's advocates that's always against doing the right thing. But which one do you want? Do you want to be able to operate in a space where they completely running out all of the businesses and the criminals is taking it over and everything is completely running amok in chaos like it is over in California, Sacramento, Oakland, and all of these other states, south side of Chicago? Now people can't, it's hostages in their own home and they can't even walk outside. Your kids has got bullets all over the ground. Nobody can do anything and everything is just completely in chaos. Or you want to operate in a society where we gonna get some civility in this bitch and you're not gonna be doing what you want to do when you want to do it. Which one you want? Because you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. We know that y'all going to be operating in chaos no matter what. You going to be complaining about something no matter what. If the police come in and they stop the criminals and nobody else get hurt as a result of it, and they offer you an opportunity to be able to solve for the problem on the back end of it, you're going to complain about it no matter what. He can fire thousands of rounds at the police officers, and we sitting here justifying the actions that he wasn't even supposed to be in a place in the first place. And you're going to sit here and have a conversation talking about it's the police's fault. Which one you want? Either you want the criminals to run amok or you want to get some civility in this bitch. What you want? You can't have it both ways. Pick criminality or civility. Which one you want? You can't be shooting your gun at people and not expecting to get killed as a result of it. Which one you want? He wasn't worried about nobody else around him when he was firing thousands of rounds at the police officers. This is why I say you get what you vote for. You get who you are. When I see these societies and cities and y'all keep blaming it on the legislators, I don't believe it. I'm not going for it. Because all they're operating and they're building policies and they're voting and they're modifying the way that the law works based off of who you are. So when I see this shit going to shit, I don't want to see anybody complaining about it, because all y'all are is a reflection of the societies that you live in. You created this shit. You know who the criminals are inside of your own neighborhoods. When I see the black community absolutely going to trash on a regular basis, I don't feel sorry for y'all no more. I'm not coming back to save you. I live in a space where I'm a reflection of the community that I serve. When I see your community in this trash, it's because you let the drug dealers, the dope boys, the criminals, the killers, the trill rappers, and all of this other type of stuff. You know who they are, and you won't even call the police on them, so you get what it is that you deserve. Don't sit here and keep whining and complaining about your criminals in your own neighborhood, and you know who they are. You probably house them. I don't feel sorry for you. What you mean? These dudes ain't come there to get in no shootout. They came there to serve an eviction notice for a person that wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. And then he started shooting. And we're going to sit here and hold the police officers accountable. 75 police officers is on leave as a result of it, pending an investigation, so we can make sure that they did what they supposed to do. What else you want? Y'all are unreal. I can't wait to open it up so I can see how trash y'all mentality is. Because I'm clapping back today. I'm clapping back today. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Don't sit in the chat thinking that you're going to not get served today, big dog. Half-Breed Observer says, Anton, have you been called an Oreo yet or an Uncle Tom for your thinking and opinion? If so, welcome to the club. Did y'all know that Uncle Tom is actually the hero? When you see people speak out of ignorance a lot of times, when they call me that, Uncle Tom was actually the hero, but people don't even understand the story, and so they say things based off of their own ignorance. And so when you say things a lot of times, it's actually a reflection of you, not the person that you're looking to insult. Yeah, we're going to have a live today. It's going to be some talk today. And don't be afraid to come up here all of a sudden. Oh, now you want to turn now your camera don't work on your phone. Now all of a sudden your computer don't work. You watch this every single day and you be on live all the time, but all of a sudden just so happen that your camera don't work today and your audio was all messed up. You dropped your phone inside of the dishwater. You don't even do dishes. Yeah, we're going to open up the chat today. It's going to be some conversations today. It's going to be some conversations today. Get y'all neighborhoods in order. Don't expect for nobody to clean up your stuff before you do it yourself. Yeah, we going in today. Shout out to Mike, that dude. I appreciate you on Cash App, always holding me down. Miss Crow T. Shetty is in the building, just came through and dropped off that fireball. I appreciate you. These dudes are celebrating criminal activity. Mr. Hallel says, how does the light get on the panel tonight? I don't know what that means, but thank you for the 2-ball. I appreciate you. LeGarrett says, shout out to Anton. Thank you for the 5-ball. I appreciate you. Persevere Data TV is in the building, says he literally said he was about to crash out. Facts. With his actions and his words before he even did it. Shin C says now he can pay rent to the devil. Good riddance. Ain't even gonna cost you nothing but your soul. Paul the True Believer says, come on, Anton, that's profanity. You said you're gonna stop, bro. He's still working on me. God ain't done with me yet. Ain't that what y'all say when y'all doing stuff that y'all ain't supposed to be doing? God ain't done with me yet. Goth Batty says, open a funeral home in Chicago. I don't even know if the people gonna pay the funeral bill. They're gonna be over there asking for the federal government to give them some loan forgiveness for their funerals. Yeah, it's gonna be some good live streaming today. Yeah, I see a lot of conversation in the chat. Don't worry, I'm one of the very few that's going to allow for you to be able to come up and tell me exactly how you feel. Shout out to Jamal Fowler. He says, happy Friday. I thought it was going to be until I read this story about this being a standoff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jamal Fowler. I appreciate you, big dog. Let's go into the next thing. So while you sitting here talking about evictions and everything like that, Anton, There's a trend that's going on social media on all platforms, including TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where people are literally complaining about rent. Let's get into it, y'all.
I quite literally have $7.41 in my checking account right now, and all I know is that God is faithful. I'm not worried about all the other stuff. You know why I have $7? It's because all my bills are paid.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Why is that so small? I don't like how small that is. Let's see if we can find another one. I don't like how small that is. See if we can find another one out here in these streets. Boop, boop, boop. I might have to go back to the old school way of doing things.
And we pay $40.
Here, let's modify this. I don't really like the way that looks. Anton don't like the way that looks. We're going to do it a little bit differently out here in these streets.
I quite literally have $7.41 in my checking account right now, and all I know is that God is faithful. I'm not worried about all the other stuff. You know why I have $7? It's because all my bills are paid. He provided a way for my bills to be paid. And now I got 2 legs at work and I'm going to the gym. All for his glory, period.
A lot of people are complaining about rent nowadays. A whole lot of people is all of a sudden complaining about the rent. The price of the bag and the price of the brick, the price of the rent is going up. People are complaining about the rent prices. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nobody complaining about the rent. Pay your rent. We warned you. We told you. We absolutely told you that it was going to be rough out here in these streets, and now y'all complaining about it. I don't want to hear nobody complaining about the rent.
So I live in a townhome, and they just recently increased our rent. So when we first moved in, it was 2021, and we were paying $1,910 a month. That includes our internet, so that doesn't include, other utilities. So that to me was expensive, and I was like, that's really expensive.
Hey, I got a question. How long have I been telling y'all that it's a class war and not a race war? How long have I been telling y'all that it's a class war and it's not a race war? For forever. For forever. I've been telling y'all this. I've been trying to warn y'all while y'all was so distracted by things that didn't matter. Shout out to Mr. Maximus. I'm going to be reading that super chat shortly. While y'all were so concerned about things that didn't matter, I was trying to warn y'all and telling y'all that it's a class war, and it was going to be a lot of things that was changing, including the extreme growth of inflation. I've been telling y'all this for years, that it was going to be extreme growth in the cost of what it was going to cost you in order to live, and that it was going to be a class war. They said, Anton, you don't know what you're talking about. You stupid, whatever, so on and so forth. Everybody in the chat, the people that's been rocking with me for a long time, I've been telling y'all. Nobody is stopping you from being able to do the thing that you want to do on a regular basis. Nobody is actually stopping you. Even Mr. Hello came up here last week and told me, listen, ain't nobody stopping me from doing what it is that I need to do. So why are you so concerned about how other people feel about you? It's people in your own family that don't even like you. You ain't calling them racist. It's a light-skinned woman, auntie in your family that said that I don't like you because of how dark you are. I don't like you just because I don't like you. I don't like you because of the way that you talk to your mama today. I don't like you because of this. I don't like you because of that. Are you letting that woman stop you from doing what it is that you're going to do on a regular basis? Your kids don't like you. Your parents don't like you. You made adjustments. Your teacher didn't like you all your life, told you was going to fail. Your principal told you was a piece of shit. Everybody told you that they didn't like you, but all of a sudden you worried about somebody that you ain't never seen before not like you. Meanwhile, you over here suffering, living check to check, can't pay your rent, complaining about the man. Okay, well, the real man is the one that's going to raise the rent on you. Let's continue.
So this year when we signed our lease, they said that they were going to increase our rent. And then to find out when they did increase it, it was actually $300. So the increase was $300. So now with that increase of $300, I just don't understand how
Let me explain it to you.
people can do this.
I do.
So I don't understand how they expect people to live, because between me and my husband, we make enough that we should be able to live comfortably, and this is a stretch.
Says who? Y'all sat here and argued with me over the better part of 3 years about how $47,000 was enough to be able to raise a family of 4. Now you sitting here whining about it. Y'all told me at $50,000. Y'all told me $50,000 was enough. You came up here, you debated me. You told me $50,000 was enough to be able to raise a family of 4. And you said that I was wrong. You said I was wrong. You said I was wrong. I said, no, listen, $50,000 is not enough for you to be able to raise a family of 4. You said, well, I was wrong. Okay, well, then let's continue then.
I have my brother that lives with me as a roommate, luckily, but this is just absolutely ridiculous, and I don't understand how people who are living off of minimum wage, which is literally $15 now, how are you guys surviving? How are you guys buying groceries? How are you guys having children? How are you guys paying for your car payments? I just don't understand, like, how much longer is it going to be before people are literally just homeless at this point? And they're just taking all this money, and people are just suffering. And I just don't understand how anybody can fucking afford anything right now. It's just fucking ridiculous.
The price of everything is going up right now. I just got my rent renewal. Let's discuss how much it's increasing. And for some context, I live in southern Indiana. I have a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. In total, we pay $989 a month, and that's broken down into a base rent.
That sounds like a good price right there.
$949, and we pay $40 for a washer dryer fee.
That sounds pretty good.
I do also want to note that our utilities are paid completely separately, so we receive a water bill and an electricity bill that we pay every month. So let's discuss the new terms of the lease. All right, here it is. The base rent is going up to $1,074. The washer dryer fee is increasing to $50.
That sounds pretty good.
And they're adding a trash fee of $15, bringing the monthly total to $1,139.
Look, check this out. I did a little bit of a search to try to find this really quickly. Anton streamed 1 year ago. Stop asking women to submit for $50,000. She not gonna do it. Check it out. As I made that video, let me expand this. As I made that video, if you go down and you look, the one thing that you always gonna see is people that react and say, I can't believe Anton said that shit. Oh my God, he asked women, what is he doing? I can't believe Anton is gonna do it. Because it's always gonna be some dusties that always complain about the fact that they don't make $50,000. Now, I'm not telling you that making $50,000 is a bad thing. Do whatever it is that you want to do. But let me help you to understand something. When I say what I say, I mean what I say. And just because you complain about it don't mean that you're going to get the results that go along with it. Because you're asking her to quit her job and you only make $50,000 a year. You're not going to be able to survive, fam. You're not going to be able to survive, fam. $50,000 is not enough for you to be able to raise a family of 4. You, her, and two kids, and you trying to be a step baby daddy? Oh my God. Who is this Dusty that got 675 views from reacting to whatever? Real Spit TV. Oh my God. I can't believe Anton said it. He's going to say that you're going to have to make more than $50,000 a year. And I'm complaining about it, guys. Unreal.
So if you've seen my videos before, you know that my sister actually lives with us and splits rent. So our agreement with splitting rent is we pay 60% and she pays 40%. So I'll do the math and put what the breakdown's going to be here. So yeah, we are going to renew. We like the location. We like the unit. I finally feel like we're settled. I don't really want to pack up and move now. So it is what it is. We're gonna figure it out. So anyway.
What is there to figure out? Your rent is $1,100 a month. You splitting it with a roommate, which is basically $550 if my mental math makes sense, right? So you're paying $550 and the water bill. The water bill probably comes once every 3 months. Look, check it out. Tiffany said, Anton, who are you talking about? Come on. Some people are really out here trying. Tip. You want that 30 mil, be for the people, not against them. Try to understand, Mr. Listen. I don't want 30 mil at the expense of pandering to people. Tiffany, I don't want 30 mil. Look, you look nice in that picture. I'm going to tell you the truth, though. I don't want 30 million as a result of pandering. I'm not going to tell you to. Look, my 30 mil going to have to come because they realizing that the people need to hear the truth. And the people want the truth. They don't want to be lied to anymore. And it's not about trying. The word try does not exist inside of the Bible, okay? The only thing that matters is the results. And you trying as a result of then not doing what you were supposed to do in the first place. When I warned you, I told you, instead of you doing what you were supposed to do in the first place, you bucked against me, you fought, and now, as a result, you sitting here getting evicted and you want to have a shootout with the police. That's not my problem. I keep telling you that what you need to do in order to level up. The very same people that's saying that they trying is not even a part of the bag chasers. They won't even look at any of the videos as best for them. I bet you, if you look at their YouTube algorithm, it's full of shit. It's full of a bunch of stuff in here that has nothing to do with anything to go with leveling up in their life. I bet you if I looked at y'all Instagram algorithm, it's going to be fucked up. All of the videos outside of the Millionaire Morning Show, which most people then only watch so that they can hate, so that they can complain, so that I can create a new economy, they all just going to sit here and whine about it, and they're not going to do anything about it, and they're going to say, I tried. Oh, my God, but I was trying. Elisa. All right, hold on. Let me address somebody else. Elisa said, God damn it, I'm out of here. She's so mad because I won't hold accountable the police officers that wind up taking out the man that he shot at when they were serving an eviction. Let me tell you something, Elisa. You can suck. You know what you can do. You know what you can do. I'm gonna keep it PC. I don't give a flying fuck if you never come back in your life. I don't care. Listen, Elisa, you already dusty anyway. I'm looking at you. Elisa, you got bigger things to worry about than whether or not I'm going to tell you whether or not you want to hear. You got much bigger things to worry about, Elisa, than whether or not I'm going to tell you what you want to hear in order to make you feel better. Well, I guess I just ain't going to get my 30 million because I told you, Elisa, you know what you can do. You know what you can do. I don't even have to tell you. As a matter of fact, Elisa, let me do you a favor. Because I see you already got your hair cut. You one step away from being just like me, Elisa. You one step away from being just like me. One step away. Since we see you all manly and all of that. And she only making an excuse so that she ain't got a cam up at the end of the show so I can torture her. You know what I'm saying? We already know that you got that aerodynamic haircut. You want to debate. You want to go back and forth. Got that aerodynamic haircut. We know that you're a little bit more hefty than you supposed to. I know you weigh more than me. I can see it in your cheeks. Got that aerodynamic haircut. Whew. Girl, if you don't get that nappy head up out of here, please don't let me torch you. I'm trying to get to my 30 million and y'all trying to take me back to the thing that I used to be last year. I don't care if you trying. I'm raising the rent. I'm raising the rent. I want my money, and if you don't get evicted, I'm calling the deputies to come and take you out. Now, that's up to you. How you want to handle it is between you and the deputies.
We're very fortunate that we have the extra money and can adjust. But let me know down below what your monthly rent is and if you've had any unexpected increases recently.
Y'all, in Las Vegas, in 2019, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment was $841. In 2023, that average rent is $1,309.
If you can find a place where you can rent for $1,300, you winning. You winning. You winning. What I see is a bunch of entitled children out here whining and complaining about something that they already knew was coming a long time ago. A long time ago. I told y'all that inflation was coming. I told y'all that rent increases was coming. I told y'all that y'all needed to stop moving down to Miami and going down to Houston and living out in California and making adjustments. You said you didn't want to come over to the Midwest because you didn't like the weather. Okay, well then you got to deal with whatever comes along with it. Go and get you 7 roommates so that you can live out in California, pay an egregious amount of taxes. Just make sure that whenever it is that you move, when you get kicked out, that you don't bring your voting habits with you. $1,300? Come on, fam. Pay up.
3 times the rent in 2019 was like $30K. 3 times the rent now is like $47K. Why y'all do that? For what reason?
Listen up, Chicagoans. I need y'all to talk to me. How much is your rent going?
Is she eating an avocado taco? Shh. I'm reading Super Chat shortly. I see y'all supporting the live stream. We ain't got all Dusties in here. We got some people that understand how things is going.
2 years ago, my apartment complex was gracious enough let me renew at the same rental rate because, everyone was going through tough times with COVID. Last year, they raised it on me by maybe $30, give or take, a month. And then I just got hit with like an 80-something increase a month for next year. It's just not enough to be like, I need to move, because once you pay for movers and stuff like that.
Wait. They only increased her $80? They only increased her by $80? I don't really understand what y'all complaining about. They not even increasing y'all rent at the rate of inflation. Am I off? Did I miss something? Hold on.
Raised it on me by maybe $30, give or take, a month. And then I just got hit with like an 80-something increase a month.
All right. Okay. I know y'all want to get on TikTok. I know y'all want to be a part of the trend. I know y'all want to complain about it. Are y'all seriously complaining about an $80 a month rent increase? Seriously? Is it 80% or is it $80 a month? She says an 80-something increase. That she didn't say 80% increase. She says an 80-something increase. Fam, that's less than $1,000 a year extra. $1,000 a year extra. Good grief.
For next year. It's just not enough to be like, I need to move, because once you pay for movers and stuff like that, it's like, ugh. So I just need to know. I'm so sorry. This is horrible. The ironic thing is I used to roll burritos at Salsaritas back in the day, so you'd think I'd be good at like wrapping a wrap. How much are they jacking your rent up by? It kind of feels like 80-something a month is a little bit market rate, which is fucking egregious. The middle class is very
80-something dollars a month. She's sitting here complaining about, y'all just looking for something to complain about. Y'all just looking for something to complain about. 80-something dollars a month is not something to complain about.
very large, right? It's a very large scale of people. But I would
I'm gonna read
consider
the super
myself to
chat
be a
shortly.
pretty privileged middle class person. So if I, as a more privileged middle class person, am feeling the heat on almost $100 a month additional on top of my rent, how the fuck?
Yeah, she's only saying $80. She's only saying $80. She's not saying an 80 something percent increase. I don't know anywhere where they're increasing your rent by 80 something percent. She's saying only $80. That's not even nothing.
Are poor people supposed to live? Seriously, how are poor people who make minimum fucking wage living paycheck to paycheck living? How are people who are supporting like multiple heads and have these fucking children running around? How the hell are they living? I'm a single dog mom and I'm just like, what the hell are the American people at large supposed to be doing right now?
Okay, who brought the drums in? Who brought the drums in? That's all I want to know. Who brought the drums in? Who in there banging on the drums at the city council meeting, at the rent board meeting?
It's May 2023, and writing my rent check this month was one of the most arduous things. My landlord raised our rent, or let me back it up. My landlord sent us a notice back in January to say that we need to be out by the end of June, and that for the months of May and June, she wants $1,000 more a month. Unfortunately, this is completely legal because we're tenants at will, for her to both ask us to leave and ask for more money. Now, we've got
That's because she don't want you there. Tenants, okay, let me give you the translation of what tenants at will means, right? A tenant at will means that he won't sign a lease. A tenant at will means that he won't sign a lease. So I'm not feeling sorry for this man. Okay, this is what I'm starting to realize as I'm walking through a lot of these videos. What I'm realizing is that most people just want to be a part of the Victim Olympics. I hate to say it. Most people want to be a part of the Victim Olympics. What she's doing is trying to get you to leave. She's not willing to renew your lease, or you haven't renewed your lease. And so as a result, she's saying either pay $1,000 more for being a at-will tenant or get the heck up out of the place. Get up out of my place. And see, that's why we always need to understand that the devil is in the details. Whenever you live month to month, or you didn't sign a lease, a 6-month, a 1 year, 18-month lease, then you got to get up out of here. You got to get up out of there. She's saying that, either you're going to be here and you're going to take care of business, or you're going to get up out of here. And so he's sitting there complaining with his multicolored beard. I haven't seen one person that actually is making sense on any of these streams. Not one person have I seen make sense as to why it is that we shouldn't have rent increases. This is just a bunch of people living in the Victim Olympics, bro.
Council, and we were advised under no circumstance should we be paying the increase because we are not obligated to. We need to agree to a rent increase, and given that she has told us when we need to be out, she can't do anything until that time that we need to be out. She couldn't
No, she can raise it immediately the next month because you're an at-will tenant, meaning that you did not sign a lease. That's the whole idea about it. Just get out of my place. Just leave.
try and evict us until we are no longer following what she's asking in terms of being out. I also, just sidebar, why is this legal? If I had a lease, that wouldn't be legal.
If I had a lease, he said, why is this legal? Well, you just literally told yourself why it's not legal or why it is legal. Because if you had a lease, then it wouldn't be, you could pay whatever it is that you're supposed to pay on a month-to-month basis. Am I the only person that's confused? Am I still in the minority here? Honestly. Am I the only person that sees this and is saying, what the fuck are we doing, y'all? Am I the only person that's really making some sense out of this, or am I off?
to ask us to leave and increase the rent. But because we're not on a lease, it's legal, but there's no obligation for us to do so. It sounds like that's not very much in a tenant's interest. I also didn't want to be tenant at will. That wasn't our choice. And last year, our rent went up $500 a month. Last year, we were given the option to stay, and when it came to moving or staying, the increase was less expensive than the alternative.
She wants you out of the property, fam. She wants you out of the property, you and your boyfriend. She wants you and your boyfriend to get out of the property. I'm not really understanding where the translation is wrong at. She does not want you in the property. Leave. And if you can find a better option, then do so.
Since the beginning of February for a place, seen over 20 different places. The apartment market is ridiculous. Either the things in our price range are not a place where we're going to bring our young children, and we're not just moving for a year to get out. Like, we need some place where we're not moving every year. That's not fair to the kids. And
sound like a personal problem.
Either it's not in a good condition for a family to live in. There's a multitude of applications, and we don't get the place. The last place we applied to 3 weeks ago didn't have the courtesy to reach back out to us to let us know that we weren't accepted. And I've even heard instances from one of the realtors that people will offer more than in their application than what the tenant is asking for rent, just to make their application a little bit more appealing. This is mind-blowing and ridiculous, by the way. Now, last year when our landlord tried to raise our rent, she didn't give us the 30 days notice that we were obligated to, and we pushed back and we said, well, listen, we understand that this is we can't come to any agreement in between. We have to pay it. This is when we're going to be paying, not when you asked us. It's going to be a month later. So my understanding would be that...
Oh, you going to do what you want to do, huh? Oh, you going to be a tough one. Oh, you think you tough. So you going to tell me what it is that we going to do in my space, huh? Huh, multi-beard? Huh? You got your little bangs that's coming over there, but your colics is continuing to go backwards, and your beard is colored? Okay. All right. So you think you tough. You think that you gonna do what you want to do when you want to do it inside of my place and tell me when you gonna do it and how you gonna do it. Okay, instead of 500, let's make it 1,000 since we gonna push it back 30 days, huh? Huh? You and your raggedy kids is going to suffer as a result of it.
In order to prevent that from happening again, she sent us this notice back at the end of January. And she spent a little over $8 to make sure that it was certified mail. And we did nothing. And we paid the same amount that we've been paying for the past year.
Oh, so you going to be tough. You a tough one, huh? Okay, we going to deal with you.
She wasn't happy, but she doesn't have to be because we're under no obligation to pay it.
Mm-hmm. So on today's episode,
you see what people dealing with? You see what these landlords? See, y'all think it's just the tenants. Y'all think it's the landlords that's the bad guys. No, you got some unruly, entitled people walking around thinking that they gonna do what they want to do when they want to do it. And then y'all sit here and complain and get on TikTok and we supposed to believe y'all? Nah, fam. No.
Of why are they charging that much for rent? My downstairs neighbor, okay, exact same floor plan that I have. I signed my lease in January, and I know there's going to be people that's like, that's cheap or that's expensive, but whatever. 2 bed, 2 bath, 1,100 square feet. I pay $1,639 before they add stuff. But my base rent is $1,639. After everything, it's $1,715. That's what I pay every month. Okay, so $1,639. So my downstairs neighbors lived there for like 2 months and then moved out. I would love to know the tea on that. I would. And if you've been here since my Florida days, I'm not talking about the downstairs neighbors that called the.
Oh, you in Florida? So she's probably in Miami, all right? Alliance, I'm with you. I think it's time. I'm with you, Alliance. I think it's time. So you decided that you wanted to move to Florida. You wanted to have some fun in the sun all year round. You wanted to go down there and have a good time. Oh my God, me and my friends, we about to live in this two bath, and we gonna be in the beach in Miami and all of this other type of stuff. And so you think that you gonna go down there and you not gonna complain about the fact that you paying $16.50? Oh no. No.
That's a whole separate story in a whole separate state. Okay, now we're.
See, I was listening for the context. I wanted to know where she was at, right? Because if you're paying $16.50 in Ohio, then okay, I can probably see. I don't know if she's paying what she's supposed to pay. Is she downtown or not? But you wanted to be down in Florida. You wanted to have a good time. All right.
Texas. So, anyways, downstairs neighbors move out. They moved out in Florida too, but also Texas. And I'm like, So I go on the website to see how much they're renting that apartment for. Keep in mind my $16.39. $22.47. I know every realtor's argument's gonna be like, yeah, but it's the summer, it's a peak time to move. Is that not like a $600 increase in the last 5 months? I'm gonna need to have like a chat with whoever signed that lease, genuinely. Because you're getting robbed. They haven't even moved in yet. I don't know if anyone has, but it was the only 2-bed, 2-bath apartment open.
I know how you can get that cheaper. Jaren, you can cam up at the end of the show. I will be dropping a link at the end of the show inside of the chat. I know how she can get it cheaper. Yes, I know how she can get it cheaper. I know how you can get that 16 down to 15, and that 15 down to 14, that 14 down to 13, that 13 down to 12. Yeah, I can get you I know how she can get it cheaper. There's ways for her specifically to be able to get that 16 down to 12. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I'm not going to say it. Because I want my $30 million, but I know it's ways for her to be able to get that rent down, boy.
For $22.47. And like, I've never been so happy I signed a
shout out to the
lease
chat.
so I could get a month free. At first I was like, damn, 13 months, it's so long. Maybe I should have signed a 6-month. Now I'm like, praise Jesus, the Lord heavens above.
Hold on. We need to make sure that we can see the whole. Let's see, what was she saying? She was paying $16.37.
Above that I signed a 13-month lease because I have another month to figure it out. Also, like, if you're broke, this happened.
We can get that down. We can fix that. Mailman Fresh, she said she got to call Nate and tell him she in the bind. I'm in the bind, Nate. Hey, we had to move the sign out of the way, y'all. Hold on. Check it out. I'm in the bind, Nate. Y'all wanted to move down to Florida? Y'all wanted to be warm in the wintertime. Y'all wanted to go down to southern Florida and have a good time. Okay, we get that rent all the way down. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Ain't that what they was chanting when Biden and Kamala came together in order to run for president? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
On accident, like I didn't do it to save money, but if I needed to save money, this is what I do. Sign your leases starting in the winter. Literally sign your year leases in December, January, February, because no one wants to move then. So
I think we can get that rent down. I'm sure of it. I'm 1,000% sure we can get that rent down. Y'all think we can get the rent down? Let's read some of the super chats. We got more to cover throughout the show before I drop the link in the chat for y'all to be able to cam up. Shout out to Teach Hanley, 30% off your first order plus a free gift. Make sure that y'all get into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat so that you don't have to try to get your rent down. You're going to feel comfortable paying whatever the lease say, and you're not going to have to figure it out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of my people in the chat. Let me read some of the super chats so we can get to it and figure out how we can get our rent up. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Maximus said, I had expanded it when I was talking to Elisa earlier. Sorry about that, Mr. Maximus. Let me read the super chats. He said, I got her money. She gonna have to earn it the hard way, though. Shout out to Mr. Maximus in the building. Half-breed Observer says, I've been saying that for years. It's about the haves and the have-nots. Classism. Only idiots are falling for the race bait crap. Yes, I'm cheap. Don't judge me. We ain't judging you, big dog. I feel you. We 100%. We right here, bro. We see it eye to eye. We see it eye to eye. More than Mello says, in 1 year, went from $2K a month as a mechanic to $4K with AAA roadside. During my 12-hour shifts, I finished my associates at community college. Cybersecurity is the goal. This guy must be a bag chaser. This guy must be a bag chaser. I know more than Mello is a bag chaser. Everything about that super chat said bag chaser. Bam Bam in the building says live below your means or level up. It's your choice. Or you can go into Tent City over in DC or California and figure it out. Modern says, I don't disagree with you, Anton, but the average salary for men in America is only $38,000. I don't know what part of America you live in. I have no idea what part of America you live in, fam. If that's the case, most men don't qualify for submissive women. Hold on. Average salary for men in America. Dang, is that true? That can't be right. That can't be right. Explore more. That can't be right. Maybe you're right. 2019, the average male, it says U.S., the median income, $38,000 for female is $25,000. That can't be right. Cannot be right. No way, no how. Impossible. I don't believe it. Somebody finally brought up some stats. I guess that is correct. I can't argue with what it's saying. I can't argue with what the United States Census Bureau says. I can't argue with it. He's right. He is 100% right. See, I'm always willing to admit when I'm off. I'm always willing to admit and bring myself to the front of the congregation when I'm off. I'm going to figure that out, though. I need to do some more research to understand the context of it. Shout out to Modern for sitting here and bringing up the stats so that he can help me to understand and bring me to the front of the congregation. I appreciate you. But we're going to have to make sure that we get that drum roll. $72 Mercer said, hey, Anton, keep it clean. By the way, is the devil gone? Is the devil gone? Is the devil gone? I don't know, Mercer. I appreciate you for that 100 ball. What up, the Q in the chat? Latrell says, sounds like they living above their means. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. Slim Tebow is in the building. Shout out to Slim Tebow says, I'll pay $875 in Dallas for a studio. Not the best, but when you bag chasing, you make the best out of it. Hey, fam, ain't nobody gonna kill you for paying $875. That's a smart move right there. Happy hair. Tiffany Shante says, happy hair is good hair. Anton, stop it. Hold on. Tiffany. What the hell is happy hair? I have no idea what happy hair is. What is happy hair, Tiffany? Y'all got to explain to me what these terms are. I have no idea what happy hair is. But aside from that, $900 in rent, I take that in a heartbeat. I'm paying almost $1,300 for a one-bedroom in Phoenix. You need to run up out of Phoenix immediately. Phoenix is going to shh. Phoenix is going to shh. Get up out of there. Get up out of Phoenix immediately. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Get up out of Phoenix. Phoenix is not the space that you want to be in, family. I love you, Tiffany. Thank you for that super chat. You are absolutely awesome for that. Nicolaius Smith 312 says, Nico dropping in on Anton. Keep the conversation going. Shout out to Nico. I appreciate you, Nico. Jamal Perks is in the building. Says, I can see it in your cheeks. We must protect Anton at all costs. Nah, but they definitely living above their means. Facts. That's a whole fact. Shout out to my dog Cliff is in the building. Says, how are poor people supposed to live? Poorly. Oh, Tiffany says, happy hair is nappy hair. Listen, y'all, I know y'all like being natural, but I'm going to need y'all to go ahead and straighten that out. I need y'all to straighten that out. Unless you got something else to be able to substantiate that with. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rob. Says $900 a month is a lick compared to $1,600 a month. I have no complaints. But to get my money up, shout out to Rob. I appreciate you, Rob, running that check up. Seth551 says, AD, you on savage mode. My rent is $1,500 a month. Is nothing. Y'all better sign up for the bag chasers and get these life hacks. Facts. That's a fact. Oh, shoot. I forgot Ken J. Let me go back up and see if I can get Ken J. I don't want to miss nobody's super chat out here in these streets because I appreciate everybody that support the platform. So I got to go back up and get Ken J. Hold on. Stop the show so I can go and get Ken J's super chat. Ken J, where you at? Ken J. I got to go and get that super chat, fam. I'm not going to miss no super chats. Here we go. We in the building. All right, cool. So Ken J says, Anton, why are all these women crying about inflation? I thought they were in the breadwinners in America. Surely we can count on most educated group in America to go and get us out of this mess. They not the most educated. They the most enrolled, Ken J. That's why they keep lying to us. TB is in the building, says, TB5, most people from wealth complain about inflation. Donald Trump literally refused to pay contractors. I'm worried about people broke, black people. I'm not. Because they know they got it just as good as everybody else. They got the opportunities. And we got all of these people coming over here in America and they making a whole bunch of money and they overworking and they're not complaining at all. You know what I'm saying? Persevere Data TV is in the building. Shout out to my guy. Persevere Data TV says people want to be all earthy and gypsy-like instead of buckling down. So of course you pay more. You can't be trusted to be still out here in these streets. Shout out to Persevere Data TV. I appreciate you for holding me down. Oh my God, y'all is looking out for your boy. Y'all got Anton locked down out here in these streets, making sure that I'm running the bag up. Thank you to my guy. Let me make sure I get all of the super chats before we continue, because I ain't missing out on nobody. I ain't about to let nobody pass without getting a super chat recognized out here in these streets. And then we gonna move over into the next thing right after that. Hold on, I got you 1, 2, 3. All right, we got a few more, and then we gonna move over into the next ones. Alliance 757 says, "Baby Yoda hat." Yes, sir, my friend. Yes, sir. It's that time. Big 1M Dub. Big M Dub says, "What color is her eyes?" Brown. That's my favorite color. Shout out to everybody that caught the Fleece Johnson interview. King Jaffe Joe says, "It's not cheap. It's called financially conscious." Facts. Percy. Shout out to Percy with the 20 ball. I appreciate you, Percy. Percy says, "Hella funny." She got to give up that 3,000, man. Give up that 3,000. If y'all don't know what the 3,000 is, just add the gawk or the gawk times 2 in front of it. It's called gawk 3,000. Fahim Jackson is in the building, says, "Average man income is that low of 38K. We say 53K because of high earning men, meaning 9 men earning $40,000 and 1 man earning $300,000 average out to $66,000. The $300,000 dude knocks off the numbers, and that is correct. And that's why we got to add the context into that. I thank you for that and adding that context. My dog Bruiser. Let me give Bruiser a round of applause. It's time for me to join the Bag Chasers. I keep hearing great things. Bruiser, let me tell you something, bro. There is no group greater than the bag chasers on the face of this earth. It's a reason why we're thousands strong. I have the most phenomenal bag chasers and the most phenomenal Patreon group in the world. In the world. And that is a fact. Shout out to my guy Bruiser in the building. Food for Jay says the average salary is between $38,000 and $65,000. It usually stops at $65K as men get older. Look up the Forbes article about it. I want y'all to come up here and tell me. I'm curious as to what y'all think. Chris Moore is in the building. Shout out to Chris Moore, Executive Suite MLE. My guy, I met him out in New York, says, in regards to the neutral hair comment you made, I agree. Straighten it out. Say what? Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Y'all don't know nothing about CL Smooth. No mammy cuts, ladies. Listen, I know everybody got their preferences. I just so happen to be the type of guy that don't want no I just don't be wanting to turn over and feel nothing that feel just like mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my beard to be on top of your head. Right, you know what I'm saying? And your head to be on top of my beard looking the same out here in these streets. Well, Building Journey says, all we're seeing is a reversion to the mean. Prior to the Montgomery GI Bill, the Federal Highway Network project, pre-1940s, most people were poor and a small group of people were insanely rich. And that's a fact. Shout out to Cheese. Cheese for the picture. I appreciate you and everybody supporting the platform. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Let's move over into the next thing. Oakland. I got to bring y'all to the front of the congregation. Shout out to Oakland. Shout out to California. Make sure y'all hit a like so we don't go over to the... I'm hitting the clap button because I know that y'all hitting a like for the YouTube algorithm so that we don't have to go over into another Teach Hanley commercial. So that we don't have to go over into the Teach Hanley commercial. While y'all hitting a like for the YouTube algorithm, let me address Peaches. Peaches said, that's sad, Anton. So you really don't like natural hair? Naturally what? Naturally what? Okay, so I'll give you an example, right? Let's say a woman is out here and she got the Usain Bolt, right? Let's say a woman is out here and she got the Usain Bolt. Let me give you a picture of Usain Bolt's hair. While we wait for y'all to hit a like for the algorithm. Let's say a woman shows up and she got the Usain Bolt, right? Let's say she pull up and she got the Usain Bolt hair. All right. We all on the same page? Do you like that? Peaches? Are you interested? You're not even interested in talking to a man that got the Usain Bolt, let alone a woman that got the Usain Bolt. I don't know why y'all having these unrealistic conversations like dudes is just supposed to just take whatever it is that come along with it. Why do we have to take the Usain Bolt hair? Even if a guy got short hair, at the very least, y'all requiring for him to brush it, right? At the very least, y'all are requiring for him to brush it. He got to have waves, 360. You don't want him coming out the house with the do-rag and all of that, whatever, so on and so forth, right? So all I'm saying is it's okay for you to be whatever you're going to be, but make the best of it. Why you can't brush it? Why you can't wash it? Why you can't, you know what I'm saying? I put effort into what it is that I got going on with my beard and all of this other type of stuff, so why you can't come out smelling good? Oh, no, I'm going to just wake up and get out the bed. My stuff is natural. Man, I'm not talking to no chick with the Usain Bolt hair. I don't think that it's reasonable for me to have to deal with a chick with the Usain Bolt. Is that reasonable? No. Peaches. You got it all wrong. You have it all wrong, Peaches. Say, y'all claim to hate weed, but we don't. No, we don't want it to be extreme. In everything, there should be temperance, right? The Bible says in everything you do, have temperance. I don't really understand why that's such a problem. So because you don't have it all down in your back and it's blonde, you got to dye it blonde or silver, Now we got to deal with you looking like a silverback. Why you got to have a bald head and you not going through chemo just because we say we like natural? It's always no middle road. Why you can't just comb that junk? You know what I'm saying? Hit it with the left comb. Hit it with the right comb. Then you want to get weave and say, oh, man, but it's protecting my real hair. Okay, well, if it's protecting your real hair, why do you need the real hair then? You might as well just get the whole fake hair thing. I don't know, man. I'm so confused. Peaches, what's going on? Peaches, let me look at you. You kind of cute, girl. Hey, Peaches. Peaches, you're going to have to get rid of that attitude, though. That attitude, though, Peaches, that you got in your mugshot. Would you get arrested? Peaches, what's going on? I mean, I like what you got going on right there. You got the lip gloss popping. You got your eyebrows arched. You got your head moisturized. I like girls with that big forehead, too. Them big foreheads, that Rihanna head, that 2 head, that 3 head, that 4 head. You looking good, Peaches, but you got that attitude. I know you got a mouth on you. We can solve that, though. I know how to solve that. I know how to fix all of that tough talking shit. I know how to put all of that junk in perspective, Peaches. We gonna fix that. I got you, Peaches. Stick around. Stick around, Peaches. I got you, baby girl. I got you, baby girl. Yeah, Peaches. And they call you Peaches. Why they call you Peaches? Why they call you Peaches? Before we go over to the... I'm waiting on y'all to get the likes up. Why they call you Peaches, though? Got that fat? Peaches got that fat. What's your IG? Hey, Peaches. Hit me up on IG. Let me see what you're working with. Hit me up on IG, Peaches. I want to see what you're doing. What you doing out here in these streets. All right, listen. I can't delay anymore. Y'all going to have to get the likes up or we going to have to go over to a teach chat, all right? Let me get over to the next story. The police is boarding up everything in Oakland. All right, let's continue.
When the police department has to board their own door, that's probably not good news. I'm trying to see if they have another door open around the building, but it looks like all the entrances are closed. This one's closed too.
Hey, you know it's bad in your city when the police start blocking off everything. When the police start blocking off everything, fan in the building over here making things difficult inside of the chat. I'm trying to have a realistic conversation about what the hell is going on in Oakland. Fan is over here creating chaos. Fan, why you acting like that? Why you doing that, fan? Huh? It's bad over here in Oakland, and I'm trying to exhibit and show y'all exactly what the hell is happening. And y'all over here complaining about the fact that Anton is over here acting wild today. It's going to get like that sometimes.
Wow. So there's no police out here? I hear sirens everywhere. And this on the corner used to be a bank. I think used to be Chase Bank.
This is walking down the street in Oakland. Walking down the street in Oakland, everything there is boarded up. The police station is boarded up. The headquarters is boarded up. The stores are boarded up. The former banks are boarded up. If you're not doing it online, then you can't get nothing done. Everything inside of Oakland is dead, man. It's dead. This is supposed to be the land of opportunity. What the heck is happening in Oakland? See, they only wanted to talk about the south side of Chicago. They didn't want to show you Oakland.
That's where the ATM used.
Don't worry, y'all. I'm going to be dropping a link in the chat for y'all to cam up and tell me exactly what y'all think today. I got time today.
To be.
Look at this nonsense.
This is where the sign used to be.
Look at that. Look at the gas station. Look at the
We're in
building.
Oakland, California today. We're on Broadway, the main traffic street. It's the main street here in Oakland. It's the equivalent of Market Street in San Francisco. We're going to start our run at 14th Street in downtown, all the way down to like at least 10th Street to see the store closures here in Oakland. Tide on the corner is available. Out in the corner there is also available.
I've never seen so many main corners be completely and 100% destroyed. I'm taking y'all on a tour. I know that y'all keep saying that y'all want to go and visit all over America. There's some cities that y'all need to skip over. Oakland looks to be one of them. San Francisco is probably another. South side of Chicago is another, right? All of these places are absolutely positively destroyed, y'all. Over a period of time, it has become a war zone, a desert. America and all of your favorite cities are becoming some of the worst places for you to ever congregate in.
Vacant retail space. The whole block is available.
Jesus Christ.
We have a corner store here that's available.
Reading super chat shortly. I'm capturing all of them.
Really large retail space. And just at the next corner, we have 3 spaces that are available. This one here in the corner, that one there, and the next one. Yes, it's corner. The whole place is available. So it's the next one too. Also.
And ain't it funny? It's so funny because here in Detroit, everything is thriving. You got, what is that? Fenty Savage. They just moved downtown. Gucci just opened up a new store downtown. All of the stores and all of the places is thriving. They putting up new buildings and retail space, building new parks, the DeQuinder Cut, the Riverwalk, and everything is thriving. We got the auto show that's coming, the North American International Auto Show. I'm going to be at the charity preview. Come pull up on your boy. Everything in Detroit is absolutely thriving, but you got all of these cities that's supposed to be the forefront and the foundation of what America is, and they all just absolutely fumbling and crumbling across the board. That's amazing to me.
So closed. And then on the corner we have a bank that is open. So half of this block is closed, except for this corner bank.
This is crazy, yo.
It was all boarded up, but they took off the boards. Very next corner we have another space that's available for lease. This looks like a retail/restaurant opportunity. Good luck with that.
No, thank you. I'm a pass.
Right here in downtown Oakland. See this whole building?
Wow, so the criminals can come in and take everything and destroy everything?
Half the block. Right here in the corner, we have another retail for lease.
This is Oakland.
Looks like every corner is closed. That corner is closed too. Yeah, these two are for lease. That one and this one here in the corner also for lease.
That's crazy, man. Yo, in downtown, in Oakland on Broadway, they got bars on their stuff. They got bars everywhere? Seriously? You know you one step away from everything going bad when you starting to get the ginseng and herb stores is starting to be the foundation of your city.
I doubt it's just closed just for today. It's pretty early right now. It's 1 p.m. Looks like we have an outdoor market here, right on the sidewalk.
Is Oakland Gotham City?
Here we
That's
have
what
a restaurant
Shinsi is
that's
saying.
open, but this grocery store is closed.
Dang. Oh, snaps. Now I know. I knew it. If you want to go and find somewhere where it's going to be absolutely destroyed, all you got to do is find a Black Lives Matter sign. Yo, go figure out. Let's go figure out where we can find a Black Lives Matter sign. And then I guarantee you it's going to absolutely, positively going to be destroyed. Absolutely, positively destroyed. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to walk straight down Woodward because my office is right here. I'm literally right down the street. Like, I'm literally in the heart of the city of Detroit. I'm going to get the camera. I'm going to walk straight down Woodward, and I'm going to show y'all exactly how everything is thriving. I'm going to show you all of the spaces around Detroit that's thriving. I'm going to show you how phenomenal this city is. Clean, great. It looks nothing like this piece of garbage that we're looking at right now.
Yeah, the whole store is closed.
Look at this trash. Good grief. Soon as the Black Lives Matter signs take over, you know it's over. As soon as the Black Lives Matter sign take over, it's over. It is over. They throw that equality up there. They put some fruits and vegetables on the sign next to it. They put all of the different colors of the sign up there. That's it. That's it.
Now, as you can see, those 3 stores right there, they're open, but they are boarded up.
Dang.
I think they overcovered the main doors with wood at night.
Look at that, man. That's crazy.
This was, it was actually a restaurant. It was a seafood Chinese restaurant. It's now closed, all boarded up. The opposite corner is closed. That makes just one restaurant open on this block. And across the street, there's another space available for lease on that corner. Look at the windows on this liquor store. All covered up. And they got metal fences, but I think that's not enough to protect it.
No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Look at the sign. Look at the fist right there. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is unfortunate. It's so unfortunate what this country has become. And some of the greatest cities. And some of the greatest cities, it's so unfortunate what a lot of these places have become. It's unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and stay where I'm at. I love my city. I love Detroit. It's absolutely a phenomenal city. You ain't got to worry about me coming to Oakland. You ain't got to worry about me coming over there and hanging out on the south side of Chicago. You ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to do none of that. Nah, Captain D, you just feeling a certain type of way. You feeling a certain type of way, but it's okay, though. We going to get that hate up on up out of you, fam. We going to get that hate on up out of you. And guess what? Detroit is still the blackest city in the United States of America, and we running it up. We running it up. Absolutely, because we going to show you that it's a difference between a black person and I'd rather be a Nigga, so we can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life. Them busters ain't loving you right. I'd rather be a Nigga, so we can get drunk and smoke weed all day. It don't matter if you're lonely, baby. You need a thug in your life. Them busters ain't loving you right. Hey. Somebody in the chat put the name of that song up there if you know what it is. J Ben is in the building. Shout out to my dog J Ben. Says, folks going to have to get used to these roaches and buying up cans of raid. I've tried to help folk find rentals out here. They want luxury living on a sacrificial budgets, yet not wanting to up their income. Shout out to my dog J Ben. Absolutely one of the best bag chasers. You and your beautiful woman. I appreciate you, big dog. Young JTV says, I need to join a Patreon. I got 2 cribs and 2 side lots. I just want to know how make wealth with these homes. I'm in Detroit as well. Hey, come holler at me, big dog. I can teach you. I can show you. I can show you better than I could tell you. Elisa is back. Shout out to wind resistant hair. Shout out to the wind resistance hair. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all don't ban Elisa. We need that aerodynamic head in the chat, in the building. And she got on that white and black leopard print. You think I don't see that white and black leopard? And then you're going to use that old photo because you dusty today. Make sure y'all keep Elisa in here. She said she was leaving and now she back. Typing hard in the chat. Shout out to my little dusty Elisa. Got that wind resistance hair. I got more head. I got more hair on the bottom of my beard than you got on the top of your head, Elisa. I thought she was leaving. Why she back? Girl, you so dusty. Got on that purple eyeliner. I see what you got on in your head. Looking dusty. Woo! Don't worry about it, Elisa. I'm going to give you a chance to be able to come up on the panel. Shout out to the wind resistance. And she said, let me put the dirt but underneath my feet and the wind behind my back. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me get through the rest of the super chats. And then I'm going to come to you, Elisa. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get to you. I got you, baby girl. Woo! Young JTV in the building says, I need to join the Patreon. Shout out to you. I did read that. She says she going to tell you. I'm going to tell you with my hair. Girl, if you don't stop shaking your head like you got a lot of hair, you know that hair ain't moving. Keep on messing up my pillows with all of that grease in your head. David J is in the building, says, in addition, about 18% of people make $100,000 a year or more, but that number is always Lisa just hit me with a down. I seen you hit me with the thumbs down. You hit a dislike for the YouTube algorithm, Lisa. You so hateful. Why are you hitting a dislike for the YouTube algorithm? Why are you hitting a dislike for the YouTube algorithm, Elisa? Talking about I got 2 twists. You got 2 wicks. I know what you got in your head. Elisa, if we was at a comedy show and I was on stage, I would roast you all night long. You would be my muse. I got to get through the super chats. But that number is always thrown around. Most people have never and will never see $100,000 a year. And that's a fact, big dog. That's a fact. Feeling some type of way in the chat. Tiffany Shante says, big foreheads and natural hair matter. Facts. I agree. I do. I apologize. I'm sorry. Bitcoin Brown says, Anton, you want 1,000 today, bro. Facts. Daniel M is in the building, says, I paid rent. Then I did coaching calls with Anton Daniels and saved and bought a house. Hold on. Now I pay myself in home equity and barely losing via interest. Hold on, wait, Daniel. They don't get it. Daniel. They think that I just be on here going off on people because I want the worst for them. No, I'm getting on you because I want the best for you. I get on you because I love you. It's just like them parents back in the day when they said, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. I'm doing this because I love you. LeGarrett is in the building, says, on one hand, they say, F the police. Now, when they going to complain, shaking my head, can't make everyone happy. Let the chaos reign. Shout out to you, Shin C said, Oakland is now Gotham City. That's a fact, though. If anybody in here is from Oakland, get on up out of there. My dog, Iceberg Slim, is in the building, says, California is trash. I live in the South, and I love it. They say the South is the new something. I forgot what they said. Shout out to my dog, Iceberg Slim. I appreciate you. Let's see if we can get this name out. Wow, Malora 20 says, when you hear birds over hustle and bustle, it's done. Thank you for the 10 ball. I appreciate you. Smiling Buddha is in the building, says, I told you Beirut, Oakland is over. Q-Bert, shout out to Q-Bert Raymond in the building, says, best show on YouTube. Give Anton his 50 million. I agree. We're going to up it to 60 in a minute. I'm going to need a coaching call, my brother. # bag chasers. Hit me up, my dog. My dog. That's my dog. Holla at Dre is in the building, said, got these dusties talking about my city, Detroit, and they ain't never been to the D. They lost in the sauce. Thank you, holla at Dre. Unlimited Cam is in the building, says, following your advice, I networked and gained connections, securing my second SWE internship. We talk on my September start date, but could we chat earlier? I want to make an impact from the start. Hey, Unlimited Cam, First of all, Cam, let me make sure that I give you an applause for doing what it is that you're doing, big dog. Secondly, email me so we can adjust your date and make sure that we get you in there early so you can get a good start. Stan Joseph says, Oakland, San Francisco is called Gotham for real. Shout out to you. My girl, Whoopi Rock, says, hi, Anton. Those women love you. They give you views. How stupid their IQ is. I don't know what the hell is going on, Whoopi Rock. I don't know why they feeling a certain type of way. Shout out to my people across the pond. Make sure y'all get a like up YouTube for the algorithm. Apryl Leo said we need Judge Dredd in Oakland. Facts. And RoboCop. You can't save these places. Shout out to my dog, Apryl Leo. Let me go over to damn, I don't know if I want to hit that one or hit this one, because I need to open up the chat. But before I open up the chat, let me hit this one. Apryl Jones' son. Now, the reason why I found this to be interesting is because I keep trying to tell y'all to stop trying to be a single baby daddy. Stop trying to be some chick's baby daddy. A baby stepdaddy, that is. Stop trying to be some chick's baby stepdaddy. Now, who is Apryl Jones? Anton would have never paid attention to an Apryl Jones if Apryl Jones didn't show up on my algorithm from the people that wind up sending me an email. Then I clicked one video and then it took me down this timeline. And then y'all said, Anton, y'all got to check this out. Next thing you know, I'm seeing Apryl Jones and Tay Diggs. But then I realized that Apryl Jones is apparently Omarion's baby mama. So wait a minute. You trying to tell me? Now, don't get me wrong. I like Omarion. Doom, doom, doom. Touch. 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 Turn the lights on. Touch. 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 I like Omarion. Omarion got some of my favorite music from like the 90s, 2000s. B2K, Lil Fizz, his brother in them was, what's his brother? Batman or whatever his name is. I wound up marrying a young chick or whatever like that. Shout out to Omarion. Omarion is that dude. I like what Omarion got going on. He doing his thing. But Omarion had a baby with a chick that was from the streets. You know what I'm saying? And apparently she had been messing with the homies and she had messed up the B2K bag. Then I look up and I see Tay Diggs. I said, Tay Diggs, what the fuck is going on out here in these streets, fam? Wasn't you just on some show on Netflix called American Muscle or American Legion or the American Football League or some crap like that? Wasn't you on Stella Got His Groove Back with that fake accents talking about, hi, Stella. Hi, Stella. Hey, would you like to come out and come from a dip in the water, man? Like, fam, your accent is not giving. And then I seen him on there on The Best Man getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? He was on The Best Man getting beat up by Lance. Hey, Lance. Bye, Lance. Writing books. You know what I'm saying? Tay Diggs is out here in America working and then also sitting here wifing up single baby mamas. I'm just going to have to be honest with you. I'm going to have to be honest with you. When I seen Tay Diggs did that, I said, okay, he really taking this Stella Got His Groove Back thing to the next level. He really working on his next role. He really working on the next role. Hey, Stella. Okay, well, since you want to participate in the Baby Mama Olympics, we're going to go ahead and bring Tay Diggs to the front of the congregation. Make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. We got to talk about Tay Diggs. Now, this is Apryl Jones and her son. Let me give y'all a little bit of context. And apparently they went live. So they live and they interacting with the chat. And her and Omarion's son, and Tay Diggs is trying to come in and be the step baby daddy. Her and Omarion's son decided to go live. Okay. I'm going to fast forward it to the spot that y'all said fast forward it to.
Come back no more while I'm on my line. You're burping right into my direction.
Everybody saying, where is Tay?
He ain't here.
Where is he?
He ain't here.
He working.
He ain't working. He ain't here.
He's working.
He's not working. He ain't here. We ain't know specifically if he's working or not. Did he text you?
Yes.
No. Show me the text.
Oh my God.
Show me the text.
He just sent me a video yesterday, baby. Me and Tay talk all.
This is already a dumpster fire. This is already a dumpster fire. See, this is the problem when you go live. When you go live, you can't take it back, yo. You can't take it because people are screen recording this and they paying attention to it, and the internet is going to be forever. Don't worry, I'm reading y'all super chat. People are screen recording it, and they going to put it on the internet, and it's going to be forever. It's going to be forever. You're never, ever going to be able to take it back. Ever, 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 ever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. She said, where's Tay? She thought that the son was taken to the step baby daddy or the dude that's trying to play step baby daddy. She said, oh, honey, he's working. She said, he ain't working. He ain't here, but he probably ain't working. He ain't here, but he ain't working. And she trying to play it off. Oh, honey. Oh, man, you're so crazy. You're such a hoot. Meanwhile, in the back of her mind, I bet you her heart is beating. Shout out to Omarion's kid.
It's only for y'all. She's lying.
He just flat out said that she lying. Flat out. Listen, fam, she lying. She is just straight up lying. That nigga, Tay ain't got no job. Tay said he working, but Tay ain't got no job. Tay out here being a single baby daddy, fam. Fake laugh.
Lying.
Megan, do you want me to show you the text?
Hey, you see how fast that laugh came off? Let's replay that laugh real quick. Check out the fake laugh.
Me and Tay talk all the time.
It's only for y'all. She's lying.
Fake laugh. It's called a fake laugh. Let me say it one more time for the people in the back. It's called a fake laugh. It's not a real laugh. It's a, oh shit, what the fuck just happened? My little bad Omarion's son is out here telling all of the juice. All right?
Megan, do you want me to show you the text?
Show me.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. What time?
That was yesterday, not today.
We don't.
I thought you were talking about you talk to him every day.
No, you don't always have to say talk to everybody every day. But
Can I please have a sleepover at Perry's tomorrow?
You need to ask your daddy.
Okay, I'm gonna ask.
Mom, you want me to eat this?
My son just ain't in.
Now your son ain't it. Now your son just ain't it. No, your son was all of that. You brought him on the live. You said, son, let's go over here. Let's have a conversation. And see, the one thing about kids is that they haven't figured out how to lie like y'all yet. They haven't figured out that the internet is forever. They haven't figured out what it was that you decided to get involved with in the first place. And so your son is basically telling you, see, the thing that we don't give our kids credit for is being able to recognize who we are. Our kids know everything. They know when y'all argue. They know when y'all having problems. They know when you feeling some type of way. They know when you sad. They know when you a single baby mama. They know when you desperate. They know everything and they remember it. They remember everything. And so what I see here is the one person that should be on the stand It's the kids. The kids is going to tell the truth. They too grown. They too involved in other people's business, but they going to stop the cap and they're going to absolutely tell the truth.
What are you talking about?
Because you ain't talking about the truth. Them, come pick them up now.
No.
Why she keep
Pick
cutting the
them
scene?
up.
What is he talking about?
Omari, he's like, I need you to help. Come get me. Pick up these goddamn kids, Omari.
Did she call him Marion? Did she call him Marion and say pick up the kids?
Stop calling.
Mom, who's that? What?
Omari.
Bill, what? Mom,
Stop.
What? Mom.
Can y'all imagine being in a relationship with a woman that got kids that's running all over the place? Honest to God, I would just go ahead and I just couldn't deal with it. I would have to be out. I would have to take the highway to heaven. I just couldn't do it. I could not be in a household with a bunch of kids that's not mine, running around, crawling everywhere with iPads, telling on me, telling all my business, running back and forth, whatever, so on and so forth. And that ain't even my kid. There's no way that I could be in a household like that. Honest to God, I just couldn't do it. And now she calling on Marion. Did she even tell this dude that she on the live? Did she even tell this dude that she was on the live? And you calling me by my government name? Nah, I couldn't do it, fam. And this is what y'all trying to sign up for.
What? Why are you
hanging
up on Perry?
Because Daddy's talking. Daddy's on here. Daddy's more important than Perry.
So,
now you're doing your text messages?
I may.
So she texting. Is she texting back and forth with Tay Diggs while she on the phone with Omarion? Is she texting back and forth with Tay Diggs while she on the phone with Omarion?
Amaya's asking me if she just spent the night over Perry's. Have you talked to her mother?
No.
No, but I told her to call you because they've been playing all day. And Perry's mom is great, but you should talk to her because I said it's your week.
Yeah, but I just want to know that you're in contact with her because if she's never spent the night over there before, I need to.
She's never spent the night over there before, no. But I can get in contact with her.
Yeah, I guess talk to her.
Jesus.
I couldn't be bothered, bro.
What time do you get these kids tomorrow?
12:30.
Are you gonna pick them up?
Look at this badass kid that's water waving on the goddamn furniture like he lost his mind. Look at this bad kid that's water waving on the furniture like he lost his mind. Good grief. I just dropped the link in the chat for y'all to be able to cam up if you're interested. Because I said that I was going to drop the link in the chat for y'all to be able to cam up if you wanted to cam up and express your thoughts. Now you got your time. Now you got your moment. Now you got your opportunity to say what you think you really wanted to say to me in person and hold me accountable. And I'm open to the possibility that I'm wrong. I just pinned it to the top of the chat over on YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, I know we got over 20-something hundred people. 2,200, 2,100 people in here watching us, 2,200 people plus watching us right now. You are more than welcome to be able to cam up and tell me exactly what you want to say while we got this kid water waving on top of the furniture.
You want me to drop them off?
Thinking he cute.
Drop me off.
Look at this dude.
Drop us off.
Look at this
Drop
shit.
us off, Mom. Drop us off. So,
This is your kid. This is the person that you're going to have to get in line. This is the person that you got to get in line.
I had a pimple on my nose.
Mom, you don't got any pimple.
Look at this shit.
Hey, what are you doing, bro?
Do a little funny dance. You gotta come get your child.
Look, you didn't raise your kid to be feminine. He over here pumping on the furniture. Because you not in the household, she kicked you out of the household because she wanted to go mess with Lil Fizz. Now your son is on the furniture doing like this. Now your son on the furniture doing like this. That's your kid. And Tay Diggs is going to be in there smoking trees with your kids.
I'm gonna text Perry that.
Get your child.
My mom wasn't answering.
All right, well, let me know. Let me know about tomorrow. If you're gonna pick him up, or you know what we're gonna do.
No, you drop me off, Mom.
And then if you want me to talk to Perry's mom, I'll talk to her tonight. And then
I'm gonna call her right now.
Okay. Or how do you feel about having Perry stay over there? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good.
Look at this nonsense.
You want to come over here? No, so I be so. This is Daddy. Mega. Oh wow. Mega, park it close. I asked you to park. You got 5. I swear to God, I'm embarrassed you on this live. 4.
Mama.
Park the damn car next to the couch.
Mama,
3. I said I meant what I said. I don't know what else to say, Mega. Come on, Georgie, pour down.
Boy,
Just sit down. Whoa!
I don't want to see this chick no more. I'm disgusted. Absolutely, positively. And I heard he was on the same live talking about how Tay Diggs smoke weed. Talking about how her and Tay Diggs is out here smoking trees with them in the household. And then he said, no, honey, he don't smoke weed. And then the kid said, yeah, he do, because I be smelling it. I smell y'all in there smoking the trees. Messing up the bag. Let me get y'all up here and see what y'all got. The link is pinned to the top of the chat if y'all want to be able to cam up. Let me see what y'all got to say out here in these streets. Is that Wade?
Yo.
What up, Wade?
Yo, Anton, I can't lie, bro. I'm kind of out the loop. I really wanted to ask you a question.
What are you out of the loop about, Wade? What's going on?
About the story about the lady and the kids.
You talking about this Apryl Jones chick?
Yeah.
That's Omarion baby mama. Tay Diggs is talking to her right now, though.
Oh, okay.
That's how you go. That's how you want to
really
be. That's how you and your comrades want to be out here in these streets.
No. I feel it, man. I ain't trying to be out here with the baby mamas and I ain't with her, you know?
Listen, just remember this. This is for everybody out there. I want y'all to understand this. When you get with a girl and she a baby mama, somebody told her that they loved her while they was making love to her. Then they opened her mouth and they spit in it.
Oh my God.
They did. They spit in it. And she did some crazy stuff to that dude. I mean, she gave him everything. She gave him everything. I mean, she gave him her soul.
Oh my God. And that leads me to the question that I had. You did the live stream I think last night where you was talking just kind of you was giving people advice on what to look for when you like vetting out your woman and whatnot.
Yeah. On Wednesday.
And I just wanted to ask you about that as far as like yeah. So I just wanted to see like what's your advice for me? I'm single dude, just working fresh out of school like 2 years ago. You know, like I be meeting girls and stuff, but like I haven't met nobody that I'm taking serious yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I want everyone to know what's your advice on that.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
What do you do?
So right now I'm a videographer at a TV station, a news station.
Mm-hmm. Tell your news
I'm
station to
doing
give me my
that.
$30 million, man.
I'm still trying to. Shit, they need to, dog, but they too sensitive over here though, man. They're very
So you said you're 27?
as far as the topics you would talk about.
You said you're 27?
Yep.
You ever been in a serious relationship before?
Yep. Once. Yeah, probably once, man.
What happened to her?
I moved away.
Okay. And you said you be out here meeting chicks on a regular basis, and you ain't really interested in none of them? You ain't found none of them intriguing?
Yeah, man. Most of the girls, I don't really think they like on my mindset level as far as, you know.
Where you be meeting them at? What's wrong with them?
Get with them. Man, I be meeting them at the bars, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. At the bars, most of them.
Oh, so you going where the bust downs be?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, it'd be where the bust downs be.
Okay, so if you meeting bust downs, then dog, bust downs is bust downs. If you ever want to actually align yourself with a woman that you would consider to actually be your chick or that you would take seriously, she's gonna have to be a part of your network. She's gonna have to be a part of your genuine network. She can't be a part of, I just went out to the club or I just went out to the bar or whatever and I just met this chick or whatever. They not hanging out there, man. They not. You gonna meet them in regular places. You gonna meet them at the grocery store. You gonna meet them at your job. You gonna meet them at events that you just so happen to go to, or whatever it is. And so a lot of times you just got to get out and you got to connect with people and you got to just be authentic with people that you interact with. You know what I'm saying? You might meet her at the gym. You might meet her at a lot of different spaces, but you don't want to look for it. That's the key, right? You just want to be having fun. If you meet people that you wind up having a good time with, go and have fun. Go and do whatever it is that you're going to do. Go out with a whole lot of people and just interact. Don't even determine whether or not you're going to go out with a person by whether or not she look good or whether she got good conversation. Just go out and hang with her because she might be in a network of somebody else that you might meet that you might wind up being in a relationship. But you just got to go out and have fun without any kind of thoughts as to what your objective is. Your goal is to go out and just meet a bunch of people and have a whole bunch of fun and exchange information. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to meet them looking to meet them at the bar or something like that, because that's where all of the people is looking to do the exact same thing. And then they wind up finding themselves in the bedrooms of other people. You know what I'm saying? Because none of them is actually whole. You're not going to find a wholesome chick, in my opinion, in most situations at the bar. So it's just got to be organic. It's just got to be a vibe. It's just got to be good energy. You know what I'm saying? So just connect with people without any kind of objective behind it, and I think that you'll do fine. And make sure that you don't spend no money on these chicks either.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that was going to lead me to
not a dime.
That second question.
Not a dime. Don't spend one dime. Don't spend one red cent entertaining these chicks. Don't tell them what you do for a living. Downplay all of that shit. You don't have to downplay it in an organic network because that's how you then connect with other professionals. But when it comes to the actual dating, downplay everything. If she's expecting for you to spend a whole bunch of money on her, don't. Because you don't need a whole bunch of money to organically link with the woman that really want to be with you. If she wants you, she going to make concessions. She going to do whatever it takes in order to be in your presence. Even if she just want to come over on the couch and watch Netflix, tell her you got a futon if you really got a couch. See how she react to that shit. Don't spend one dime on her. See how she play it out. And then see whether or not she got the mindset to be somebody that you want to connect with. That's how you want to organically rock out with a chick. You know what I'm saying? No, none of that. Forget the money part. The money ain't even a part of the conversation, bro.
All right. And I should, so it's cool for me to be looking though, right? Messing around, probably.
Yeah, go out and have fun. You 27 years old.
Not like fully just grinding.
Go out and have fun. You 27.
Okay.
Go have a blast. Strap up. Don't fucking bring home no babies. Don't let no chick make you take the condom off. None of that stuff. Just strap up, go out and have fun, and then organically meet the people that you're supposed to be around.
Okay. I need a coaching call, big dog.
Did you email me already?
I messaged you in the Patreon.
All right, I'm gonna check it. I got you, big dog. All right, big
All right,
dog.
bro.
I'm gonna let you
Peace.
go. You lagging. All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you. I'm gonna check your message in the Patreon. All right, let me see what Daniel talking about. Daniel, what up, Daniel?
Hey,
Okay,
Anton.
Daniel got the background. I see what we got going on here. I like it. What up, though,
I learned
Daniel?
from the best.
Yeah, what
I
up,
learned
big
from the
dog? How you
best.
feel, bro?
How are you doing?
Chilling, my friend.
Well, the weather is perfect over here. It's nice
Where
and
you,
cool. I'm
is
enjoying the
it? What's the
vibes.
weather like?
London. I'm in London, UK. It's pretty good. It's sunny.
Is it? What? Like what? What's the
Yes, it
temperature?
is. I reckon it's about 21 degrees, give or take.
Oh, see, you talking about
Exactly where
Celsius.
I'm at.
You know what I'm saying? They want us to do the conversion over there. They want us to do we do ours in Fahrenheit. You know what I'm saying? How you feel, my friend?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
No, I'm feeling good. I think it's very interesting. There was one comment that you made that I'd like to pick your brains a little bit more on.
Okay.
Bus downs are everywhere.
Absolutely.
They migrate. They need to eat.
Mhm.
So that the grocery stores,
They like roaches.
they know how to read books.
Yep.
So that
They
the libraries as
multiply. You
well.
can never
So,
get rid of them. They always gonna be having birth. Absolutely.
so how do you work around that?
What do you mean? How do you work around it? Why would you want to work around it?
I mean, naturally, right? You're not going out looking for a particular person,
Mhm.
but you might just happenstance upon a cockroach, right? So
Mhm.
how do you deal with that?
Have fun
You
with them.
just said, hey, have fun. Oh, so you actually do advocate just dealing with them
I think you should do whatever
and
you feel.
interacting with them.
Whatever you feel like doing. Just don't take them serious. Right? Listen, you got to understand this. Everybody got a different moral compass. Everybody got a different code that they live by. So for me to tell somebody to operate based off of my moral code, I wouldn't do that. The thing that I tell people to do is to be careful with what it is that they take serious. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I believe in having a level of discipline. If you of that ilk, then you understand how to move like that. For other people, they may not necessarily live by that creed. So they got a completely different way of living, right? So I'm not gonna tell them, hey, don't ever pull you. I'm not gonna tell them that. You know what I'm saying? But what I do advocate for is not letting anything get in the way of the bag. A. B, not letting any woman knock you off your purpose. And then C, never wife up a hoe. You never want to make a hoe a housewife, right? And you also got to be able to recognize the difference between a housewife and a hoe. They're going to show themselves very simply, right? And so when you see a woman that's worth quality, that's worth your time, that's worth a quality time, don't get caught up in trying to give her everything. Don't get caught up in trying to spend a whole bunch of money. Organically just network with those people and then be able to vet them more effectively by seeing how they operate within your normal environments without you letting her know that you like her, without you letting her know that you want to take her out. None of that stuff. Just let her be cool, let her be chill, and see what happens. Once you see how she operates, you get to see who she authentically is. And then that's when you start to take it a little bit more seriously. Don't spend no money. Don't rush. Don't be tripping out on it. Just go out, have fun, and live however you want to live. Make sure you strap up. Don't bring no diseases home. Don't have no children. And don't get caught up with a woman just because, she sell you a story or she may look good. That don't mean that she a quality woman that's worthy of marriage. And you know what I'm saying? So what you supposed to do is just be going out networking. You're gonna catch a lot of chicks that's for the streets. You just got to be able to recognize between the two.
Now, one thing, I mean, this is slightly off tangent, but it is important for me to at least address, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on your purpose, I think it cannot be understated how lonely it can sometimes be. It's transformative in nature.
Why would it be lonely?
Change.
You think it's lonely to be on your purpose?
Because I think you're going to lose a significant portion of people that you used to hang around with, or the people that you used to familiarize yourself with. You're going to start changing your groups.
That's not lonely though.
But there's a period of time, right, where you're transitioning.
No, it's not.
And you might feel a bit disenfranchised. No?
No, I just continue to evolve with the groups that I then grow into. Everybody, listen, most people are just a season. Everybody is not going to be around forever. But as I continue to evolve, I'm around other people that I then navigate into. And it don't mean that the people that I'm divesting myself from are bad people. It just means that I don't have time to do the same things that they doing anymore. Right? So it's not lonely. You still having fun. You still doing what you do. but at the same time, you still growing into a different part of your life. As long as you on your purpose, that is the thing that's fun. I love hanging out with people, but at the same time, I love being by myself. You know what I'm saying? I can come in here and I could be putting together shoe boxes in between the different meetings that I got going on with corporate. I could be, going through and hanging up different stuff or anything. I could be, doing whatever it is that I want to do that's fun for me. And then I might jump out and I'll get out on a scooter and I'll go and see the city. I don't need another human being in order to make me feel fulfilled. That's how I know I'm whole. Then that's when you know that you're prepared to get into a situationship or a relationship with another person. If you start becoming interdependent on other people in order to feel whole, then you're not ready to be in a relationship yet. At all.
I wasn't really talking too much about relationships, but that's a great point that you've raised. But
you're not really ready to be in the network of people
just
either.
A romantic relationship.
You're not ready to be in a network either.
So you wouldn't say, or what's your thoughts on when you're going through a season of change? There's going to be
always supposed to be going through change.
Significant.
You always supposed to be going through change.
Those changes come changes in your network of people, correct?
I mean, you're going to continue to evolve based off of where you are at in your life. Look, if I'm the same person that I was yesteryear as I am today, then I'm not growing. And growing is literally a painful process, right? You're literally evolving. You're stretching out. You're doing things that you never did before. You're becoming uncomfortable because you're unfamiliar with the terrain that you're going into. That's where growth comes from. That's the fun part, right? And it's not necessarily about the destination. It's about the journey. So because I'm 100% immersed in whatever it is that I'm in at the time, that's why I have so much, fun on a morning show, because I love doing what I'm doing. I love interacting with the chat. I love reviewing the videos and having a good time or whatever, because I never know what I'm going to see. When I jump on my panels on Monday night, I don't even know who's going to be on there. When I do my show on Wednesday, I never have any idea on what I'm going to say. I just kind of get a subject and I just free flow from there. But I'm always in the moment. And then I see the growth when I go back and I watch whatever it is that I'm watching. And that allows for me to continue to make adjustments so that I can continue to get better on a regular basis. So I'm always evolving. I'm always changing. It's going to be family that falls away. It's going to be people that I used to rock with that ain't rocking with me no more. I'm cool with that, because this is always a new level that I'm going to, that then there's more people that continue to evolve and then come into my life as a result of it. So I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. I can have a good time by myself. I go to Vegas by myself. I go to other cities by myself. When I was in Japan, I would go out and explore by myself. I'm cool with being by myself, but that's how I know I can have a lot of fun around other people. And I'm not worried about who's with me and who's against me. I'm just going to always evolve, and I
think you hit nail on the head. You have to be happy, right? The whole time.
Yeah, I'm happier by myself than I am with other people.
When you're going through those pain growths, when you're going through those growing pains.
What is these growing pains you keep talking about? What is happening out here?
No, well, if suddenly you come into a lot of money, or you start to make a lot of money, right, that you're familiar with, you start to look at things differently. You start to look at some of your relationships differently. Because you see what people are doing that perhaps works antagonistically to making the bag, so to speak.
I don't see why.
How does that
change anything?
You see a lot of mistakes because it's contagious, right? It's a lot easier for you to fall back into your old habits than for you to convince a whole group of individuals to almost adapt to what you are or what you're becoming. So it
don't really matter how much money I got. I'm the same person no matter what. I hang out with people that make $40,000 a year. I hang out with people that make $100 million a year. Well, I don't get as much time with the person that make $100 million a year because he's actually one of my mentors. But I hang out with people that have a whole lot of money, and I hang out with regular people. I'm the same way across the board, right? I just have a good time. When I go to my Patreon meetups, it's people from all economic statuses, and we have a ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same way no matter what. It doesn't matter whether you have money or you don't have money in order to hang out with me. The only thing that matters is whether I'm going to spend an extraordinary amount of time with you as far as where it is that I need to go in my personal life and my personal growth. But when I go out, I can hang out with anybody. It ain't got nothing to do with how much money I got.
I think that's a good point, but I wasn't necessarily saying you can't hang out with someone if they're not making X amount of money. It's just the mentality switch. So I realized the only thing that changed about me was my approach and my thinking. For example, why spend needlessly on a trip when I could just put that into an investment? And then I started to see changes happening.
But why do they
throughout
know?
my entire life when
why do they know the details of what your mindset is when it comes to where it is that you put in your money?
They don't know the details. I just can
So
see
why
that
would
they're
they
not
treat you any
aligned or
differently?
equally yoked.
Why would they treat you any
I'm
differently?
the one that can see. I'm the one that can see that I'm not equally yoked, if that makes
So
sense.
it sounds like you the one that got the
shifted.
problem, not the people that surround you.
Yeah, precisely.
Why do you have a problem with
Which
other
is
people
why
around you? Why do you feel like why do you feel like you're in a different space than other people, and then that's affecting what it is that you live in your life like on a regular basis?
because the people that I frequented around, for example, let's use Pookie and Ray Ray, right?
It sounds
that
like you
term,
feel like you're better than them now. Honestly.
No, not necessarily. Not
That's
necessarily.
what it
I would
sounds like.
absolutely disagree.
It sounds like you feel
can
like
we
you're
speak
better than them.
Can we speak openly? Can we speak
Yeah,
openly?
speak openly.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's rock.
Okay, we had a coaching call a couple of months ago.
I remember.
And you specifically told me stop talking to a specific person.
Mm-hmm.
And you told me I'd have challenges doing that. You predicted that
one
I'd have
person,
challenges.
Though. That's one person.
Which is a big part of.
So it sounds like you're still emotionally connected to that person. Because you talking about it in general. You saying people. You didn't say one person. When I'm talking about people, I'm not inherently tied to just one person.
You did extend it to a couple of other members directly attached to that person and attached to me as well.
But it's still one person. Is that the only person that's a part of your network?
No. I mean that in a very close sanctum.
Are you still talking to him?
Now, no.
Oh, stop the cap.
No.
Stop the cap.
I am not. Okay, there's the occasional communication, but it's not like
I know you're still talking to him, and that's why you still having that demon on your back, and you fighting a dilemma. If you would have cut that shit off and just kept it moving, then you would have opened yourself up to all of the rest of the growth that you can have. But you so caught up in this one person, continuing to fight this dilemma of whether or not you're gonna be equally yoked with him or not, and that's the demon that you have.
Yeah, but cutting off family is a pretty. We discussed this.
I don't have that problem. I cut off family without even thinking about it. Family is not the people that got my bloodline or the people that I was born around. Family is the people that's going in the direction that I'm going in.
I mean,
I don't have that problem.
I'm there. I would say I'm 99% there.
No, you're not.
You really? What makes you say that?
You're still talking to him.
So you're telling me a cutoff is done, like no communications whatsoever?
Listen, if somebody hit me up and they say, "Yo, what up, Anton?" or if I see him in passing, I'm gonna kick it with him. I'm gonna chop it up with him. What's going on? How you doing? I'm not going out of my way to chase or call anybody or spend an extraordinary amount of time around people that's not going in the direction that I'm going in. I don't have to announce it. I don't have to tell them, "Hey, I'm cutting you off" or anything like that. I'm just doing something else. So you don't have to be nasty about it or say, "Hey, I'm cutting you off." You just need to be busy doing other things. Why are you spending time around people that's not going in the direction that you're going in?
But sometimes you want to, bring them along and,
Okay,
make sure that they also
keep doing what you're doing and then see how that worked out for you. It ain't worked out for you all this time, but you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. All right, we'll see how that work out.
Fair enough. I can hear that. I see it. Okay.
I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand it.
I'll be booking another call with you very soon anyways.
All right, my friend.
You can go in a bit more detail.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, bro. Let me get Russell up here. I'm going to be reading Super Chat shortly. What up, Russ? You muted yourself.
What's good, bro? I'm actually
there you go.
on my little side hustle bag chase. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right, listen. Go get that money then. I ain't never complaining about that.
I wanted to kind of ask you, I joined the Patreon probably about 3 months ago, and I just kind of really respect how you move and a lot of your tenets and statutes. I guess my biggest question is, I come from educated family,
Mhm.
but no one has really thrived in my family. You know what I mean? Like we're all graduated from college. My mom's a lawyer, different stuff like that. But I'm trying to understand what needs to be done for like that generational wealth, that closing on a property, hopping a plane to Japan life. You know what I mean? Like I'm cool where I'm at, but it's not giving. I'm not moved. You know what I mean?
How old are you?
I'm 24. I turned 25 in November.
What do you do?
I work with the government. I'm a budget analyst.
Okay. And then give me a range of what you make, a general idea.
Right now, I make about 65 to 75.
Okay. So do you got any debt, student loans or anything like that?
I have a little bit credit card debt. I actually went to college on a full ride scholarship, so
nice.
Started working with them post college and everything like that, and appreciative to the program, but kind of feeling like I'm at a time for that transition.
What transition into what? You want to get really start getting rich? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
So everybody
yes.
in your family, they educated, they went to college, but they're not necessarily rich or they're not necessarily overly successful. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Are they relatively successful though? Meaning
they are.
Meaning so give me a general idea of what their professions are.
Well, my mom's a lawyer. She's been practicing over 20 years, has jumped around, do different law firms, but also runs a private practice. My dad, he's master's educated in teaching and education. He actually homeschooled us. So I was actually homeschooled from the 4th grade forward. My siblings, one of my brothers, he's at Kansas State right now, getting his PhD in economics. My little brother, he's in college right now on a full ride scholarship. My older brother, he went to school on a full ride scholarship.
So it sounds like they raised y'all right.
Yeah, we were raised right. Like a lot of you be talking about that. Hey, you be sounding like my dad on the low, like you do. Like he didn't play that. He was in the house every day, and he definitely instilled the idea that hey, y'all got business to handle. Y'all gonna be grown men one day. So
have they ever told you? Do you know what your parents' net worth is?
No, and I think I kind of had a conversation with my parents, and as you get older, you understand things about how you were raised, how you grew up. But I think in a lot of ways, I went and kind of asked them those questions, and they weren't willing to give me that information. More so citing what they've done for me, but not really giving me that intimate detail so that I could understand for myself. And, I got over it. Like, it is what it is. I'm thankful for what they did. But that also gave me the freedom to be willing to come up here and ask you, someone who's kind of in that space I'm looking to get to, yo, man, how do I get there?
Yeah, I it's a lot more questions I need to ask you. But the first thing that I will always tell people to do is that you need to get a mentor. Your mentors, and you need to get more than one mentor. Because that way you can see how they think in different industries and how it is that they approach what success looks like, right? Because the first thing that you have to do is your parents is awesome. Be appreciative of what it is that they provided for you and the spaces that they put you in order for you to be successful. That's first. Always be thankful. Always honor your parents. Cool. Second thing, never ever make any kind of self-inflicted issues or problems or trouble. The debt, the problems, the finances, the credit card debt, paying interest on money and all of that other type of stuff, cut that shit out immediately. You got to cut that shit out because you basically sacrificing your future instead of investing in it. So any consumer debt, any of that other type of shit that's not actually, because you did the right thing by not, getting any student loan debt, but now credit cards, it's self-inflicted, right? So throw away all of the self-inflicted shit. The third thing that you got to make sure is never let a woman ever fuck up your bag. That is the number one thing that I see most people do is that they wind up getting into a relationship and they forget everything that they was taught for the rest of their life, or they completely get thrown off of their purpose. Those are the things that you then, completely get out of the way as far as self-inflicted. Now, when you start to move over into having a conversation about what success looks like and what wealth looks like, the first thing you got to do is you got to reverse engineer from where it is that you want to be. So you got to paint the picture. And again, I'm trying to do this really quickly so I can give you an idea, but you got to paint the picture. The first picture is, what do you want success to look like? Because most people say, well, I want to be an engineer. I want to be in government contracting. I want to be an analyst. I want to do whatever it is, right? They look for a career. They don't necessarily look for success. And it's a difference. The difference between a career and success is careers is the things that you do in order to make sure that you got a foundation. The success comes along when you start to paint the picture of what you want your life to look like. So I'll give you an example. When I was younger, I said I want to drive a Lamborghini. I want to visit Tokyo. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Barcelona. I want to go to Rome. I want to travel on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, I want to travel to a different place every single month, at least twice a month, right? I want to make sure that I have an office. I want to make sure that I got a space that I can go to here. I need places over there. I want real estate. I want a lifestyle that allows for me to be able to fly my family wherever it is that I want to, where I want to go, right? I want all of these cars. I want to be able to fly first class everywhere or Delta One, so on and so forth. So when I started painting the picture, what that allowed me to do to start to profile exactly what it's going to take in order for me to get there, right? I painted a picture of what it's going to cost me for my lifestyle. So let's say, for example, it's going to cost you $50,000 a month in order to live this lifestyle, which is the equivalent of $600,000 a year, okay?
Yeah.
When you have that $600,000 a year lifestyle, now I need to reverse engineer what it take in order to build that lifestyle. So that means now I can start giving milestones for myself. So let's say you 24, 25?
Yeah, I'm 24,
Okay,
25.
Let's say you want to be rich and be able to live that lifestyle within 10 years. Okay? Yeah. Now you can milestone what it takes in order to get there each and every year, and then you can start breaking that down by month, and then you can start breaking it down by day. I'll give you an example, and then I'm going to relate it back to what it is that I said. If somebody tells me, Anton, I got $36,000 in debt, right?
Yeah.
I say, okay, well, how fast do you want to pay it off? Man, I wish I can pay that off in a year. $36,000 is a lot of money to them, right? They're going to say, man, that's a lot. Most people don't make $36,000 a year. That's my age. I'm going to say, all right, well, let's reverse engineer it. That means you really only got to pay $3,000 a month to get out of debt.
Right.
Really?
Right.
And it's still far-fetched from them because they got to make an extra $3,000 a month. I say, all right, let's reverse engineer it a little bit more. You really only got to make an extra $100 a day.
Right. Right.
Now it seems reasonable. Now it's feasible because now they can start putting their calendar together. Now they can start saying, okay, well, this is how much it takes for me to live. And this is how much I need to make extra on a regular basis in order to get myself out of debt. You only got to make $100 a day extra, right?
Right.
So now when you start to get on your hustle, you do those side jobs, you get a second job, you start doing Uber Eats or whatever it is that you want to do, right? While you're building your business. Then you can say, okay, wait a minute. I made $200 a day. That's not unreasonable. I can get out of this in 6 months. Just a conversation ago, you was telling me how difficult it was to get that $36,000 out of there, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing when it comes to success, but often at times we only have a conversation based off of what the rest looks like, right? We only talk about getting out of debt. We don't have conversations of what success looks like. But you reverse engineer it the same way, but you do it based off of lifestyle. So I know if I want to live $100,000 a month lifestyle without having to work for it, right? Meaning I can retire, but my principal will take care of it. I can start reverse engineering that. Okay, I have 17 houses right now, right? And those houses based off of $2,300 in rent pay me about $39,000 a month, minus whatever it takes in order for me to maintain the properties. That means if I get about 40 to 50 houses, I'll be able to sustain a $100,000 a month lifestyle off of just the real estate. So now I start putting together an action plan that allows for me to scale up and ramp up what that looks like. You need to do the same thing. You got to paint the picture for what you want your life to look like, and then you have to stay down long enough to actually be able to live the rest of your life the way you want to. The next 10 years is cutting every fucking thing off that can throw you off of that path. I'm talking about new cars, fuck them. If you can live for free by living in your parents' house, do it. Stack every single thing that you can. Get rid of the savings account and start a brokerage account. When you get that brokerage account, you research and you do the 8 things that you need to look for when you're looking to invest in a company. Some of the most phenomenal companies. That's where you stack the majority of your money so that it can be working for you. And the earlier you do it, the faster you can continue to snowball what your net worth is. When it comes to your 401k, max it out every year. Get the maximum, right? When it comes to whatever your investments are, start looking at the different things that you're interested in. If you want to get into real estate, then you start stacking your money and you holding it inside of your brokerage account, inside of the stuff that you actually invest in it in, so that you can then take that money out when you get an opportunity and you accumulate enough to actually start leveraging that money and putting it into your real estate portfolio, right? But you're doing this based off of the vision that you have for yourself, and then you can start measuring yourself against those things that you start creating milestones for. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a milestone of where it is that I need to be in a year, and then in 2 years I need to be here in order to hit that milestone, and in 3 years you got a measurable. Because most people is only saying I want to be successful. They don't actually have something that they can measure themselves against so they can know how much more they need to go, right? So it's all a mindset, but the mindset is based off of what you create for yourself in the same way that you want to be successful, in the same way you wanted to be a government employee, same way you wanted to be able to graduate college. It applies to the same thing, except for your goals is bigger. You know, but we don't, most people, most black people, most people within our culture, we don't have any measurables. That's why we don't have any direction. That's why we don't have anything that we can then say, okay, I can't do that because that's going to throw me off of my game plan. But when it's easier to be able to maintain that 5 to 10-year plan to stand down when you actually have something that you can measure it against, because it's not that you're not getting richer. It's just that you don't have to live the lifestyle in order to substantiate it, because you actually have a paper plan of what you can then break down of how it is that you're progressing through whatever it is that you're trying to be successful for, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the number one thing that you got to do is paint the picture. If you don't paint the picture, you cannot reverse engineer it. You cannot put together the milestones. You will not stick to the plan in order to be successful. But if you stay down for the next 10 years, and it seemed like a long time, but it's going to fly by, you can live the rest of your life exactly how you want to live it. Let me tell you, bro, and I know I'm rambling right now, but let me just go.
No, you're good. I needed this.
From 2009 up till about 2018, 19. 2019, I retired from my corporate position. I documented it. It's on the internet. I got out of the restaurant business. I sold sold a lot of the other stuff that I didn't want to be bothered with anymore. I retired from corporate America. From 2009 to 2019, I grinded. I lived for free. My father was the maintenance guy at the apartment complex 2 doors down from where I stayed from my mother. My mother got sick. We moved in the apartment complex 2 doors down in order to take care of her. My father was the head of maintenance, so we was able to live for free for the next 10 years. For 10 years straight, we lived for free. Well, I wasn't even in a rush to move out of my mother's basement. I stacked everything. I threw everything I had. I didn't even start showing money. I would get the cars or whatever. I would buy the Rolexes or whatever. But I wasn't even showing money until after I had to move out of there, because my father died in 2017. And then we had to go and move out. And I said, okay, well, it's time now. We hit that number. Now my goals have evolved to where I'm saying, okay, well, I got there. I don't ever have to worry about money again. What does it look like to be able to maintain $100,000 a month lifestyle without having to work, right? And that's how you continue to evolve, because your purpose is going to be revealed to you based off of what it is that you already accomplished. So what I'm telling you is that staying down for 10 years with a purpose is easy to do. You will be able to live the rest of your life the way you want to for the rest of your life, bro. And don't let nobody throw you off of that. It's going to be people that criticize you. It's going to be people that say you need to spend some money. Hey, you got it. Why you keep holding it down? Fuck them. Stay on what it is that you got to do in order to continue to run that fucking checkup. And while they over there trying to figure out how it is that they're going to adjust to the rent, you can do what the fuck you want to do for the rest of your life, bro. I guarantee you it's going to work. It's going to work every single time. Every time.
Definitely. I want to get on a coaching call with you, because I made some moves early on in life, and I kind of always just wanted to do them things. And so I actually bought a house last year, but there's a game I didn't know. So it's a 30 years. So I've been putting extra money on that, just trying to get that paid off and kind of get to that point where I have that equity. But like you're saying, I'll be living here for free technically, right? No mortgage payment or anything like that other than my bill.
Do you got a girl? You got a girl or kids?
No, I don't. I don't have any girl. I don't have a kid. I've had some girlfriends, but at times in my life,
let me tell you what I would do. How big is the house? How big is the house?
It's a 2-bed, 1 bath. 2-bed, 1 bath. It's not. It's just me.
What's your? Did you put 20% down or 3.5%?
3.5. Tragically.
So you're still paying PMI, right?
I am.
Cool. Is the mortgage payment and the property taxes and the insurance, well, mortgage payment, property tax, and insurance all rolled into the mortgage payment that you're paying every single month?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what I would do.
Right.
I'm moving back in with my parents.
But they're not going to let that happen. They tell me to my face, you can't do that.
I'm going to find a roommate. I'm moving back in with my parents. For me, I'm going to rent that shit out and let somebody else pay the mortgage.
Okay.
And when it cash flows, I'm throwing everything back into paying the mortgage even more. I'm cutting my expenses. Cutting my expenses. The goal to be getting rich is to A, get a bigger shovel, B, never change your lifestyle, C, make sure that you got a measurable that you can actually measure against, and then D, make sure that you continue to run it up by acquiring assets that other people pay for.
Got you.
That's what I'm doing. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I would do.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate you bringing me on up. And like I said, that conversation I just wanted to have, and you giving me the game. You giving me what I need to hear and make the moves. I got some credit card debt I'm paying off right now, but other than my house, that's the only debt I got. So just kind of taking them steps. Got a side hustle, trying to get a bigger shovel, like you said. So, just making the moves, man. And I appreciate you. You said you're having the next meetup in DC, right?
October.
Okay, do you know a date? Because I low-key might have to travel for work, so I'm going to try to double up.
I'm dropping it this weekend in the Patreon, the actual date. Okay, I'm going to drop the date. I'm going to drop the area, but I don't drop the location until the month of, because I want to filter out anybody that's not a part of the Patreon. I don't want them to be there.
Right. No, I just wanted to ask, so I got to take a training, and I be training out in DC, so if I can line them both up, or if I got to make it.
It's going to be late October. You'll have more than enough time. I got you.
Okay, bet. Appreciate you.
Yeah, my friend. All right, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm going to reach out to you.
Absolutely. Good luck, man. Good luck, my friend. So listen, y'all. I want to continue to do calls, but y'all just going to have to kick it with me on Fight Club tonight. I've been on here for 2.5 hours. I hope y'all got the game. Listen, man. This ain't no fake shit over here. We don't give you no get-rich-quick schemes. I don't have a magic solution for you. I think that I give you fundamental information here on the Millionaire Morning Show. And we laugh and we entertain each other. And I have a good time with different people. But every single person's individual plan should be tailored to them. Every person's individual plan has to be tailored to them. And so I'm never going to tell you something that make you feel good about yourself. I'm going to tell you the thing that helps you to become the best version of yourself. All right? Inside of the Patreon, I tell you my own personal life hacks. I use my own life as an example in order to give y'all the game on how it is that you can level up. I show my W-2s. I show what it is that I make on YouTube. I show what it is that I make on my businesses. I give y'all my bank accounts. I show y'all my brokerage accounts. I show y'all who my architect is. I show you my property. I show you my purchases. I show you every single thing. All of the receipts is in there, and then I give you the life hacks. I give you the life hacks on how it is that you can interview and what it is that you can do in order to make sure you level up. I give you the life hacks on how it is that you can leverage your education in order to make $500,000 a year. Ask the People is really in there. I give you the game on the 8 things that I look for when I'm looking to invest in a company, whether that be a stock that's going to become a part of my portfolio or a business that I want to buy out. I show you on how it is that you can do a cost-benefit analysis on whether or not the business that you have, you need to get out of it, and if you need to move into a different space based off of what is it costing you and how much your time is really worth. And so most people are not going to get it because they're not intentional, and they looking for a shortcut. This is not a get-rich-quick opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to level up by being intentional, changing your mindset. I'm going to give you the opportunity. I'm going to give you the information. And then in November, just because I love you, not because I have to, but because I love you, I'm doing an invest in your business because I want the people that's actually taking the information that I'm putting inside of the Patreon, not just the content that I'm putting in for information. You get the Charleston White interviews, the Brittany Renner, the Lamar Odom, the Fleece Johnson, the Love Dorseys, and all of that stuff, right? All of that is in there completely uncensored, but I want you to get the information that you're going to also use in order to continue to level up. So in November, end of November, we're going to do an Invest in Your Business series. where because I love you and I know that some of y'all just need the opportunity and the leg up and the extra money in order to be able to get your business off the ground, I'm going to be giving grant money. I'm going to be giving seed money for y'all to start y'all businesses. I'm going to give as much as I possibly can without necessarily hurting what it is that I got going on. Out of my own pocket, I'm not asking you for anything. You don't have to do anything in order to get it. There is no course, no seminar. I do not sell courses. I don't have a course for you to buy. I don't have a membership that you need to do or anything like that. There's no, when we do the meetups in DC and Miami and New York and LA, I don't charge. We just come together and we have a good time, right? So I'm going to be doing an invest in your business. I don't want equity in your business. It's just seed money so you can be able to get your stuff started because I love you and you my tribe. You my family. Y'all hold me down. Y'all make sure that I'm taken care of as far as if it wasn't no you, this show wouldn't even exist. And so as a result, I try to always meet up with y'all, kick it with y'all, give y'all as much game as I can and show you the receipts while also investing in your business. This is going to be the second time that I did it. Last time I sent out over $20-something thousand. This time I'm looking to at least try to double it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And although I get on y'all and I push y'all, I also want y'all to know that I'm in your corner and I'm not letting you go without without the help that you need in order to hopefully get to the spaces that you're supposed to be in. All right. Y'all my family. I genuinely love y'all. I know we have a good time, but I want to love y'all the way that y'all parents never did. Real talk. If we don't leave this earth in a better space than had we been here, if we don't leave this earth in a better space had we not been here, then we not really doing the world a service. We doing it a disservice. That's the real talk. So I'm gonna see y'all on Fight Club tonight. I love y'all. Oh, super chats. Thank you for reminding me, Treese. Absolutely. Let me make sure I capture all of the people's super chats because I do not want to forget to acknowledge all of those that support the show. I do not ask for it, but I absolutely want to acknowledge everybody that show me love and take care of me over here. Let me read the super chats and then I'm going to get y'all on out of here for the day. Messy Michonne Live. Shout out to Messy Michonne. Says, Anton, I can't stand you today. I'm trying to work and you off the hook today and I love it. Shout out to the chat. Half damn crazy. Tay got beat up by Lance. Shout out to Messy. I appreciate you, Messy. Thank you for holding me down, baby. Chris, my dog, says, it be your own damn kids. Shout out to the Chasers. Shout out to my dog, Chris. I appreciate you. Chris Moore came through and dropped off that 2-ball. Thank you, Chris Moore. Leggett says, when I grew up, kids was not allowed in grown folks' conversations. You would have got beat like that, calling my mom a liar. Well, everybody want to be friends with their kids now. Everybody want to be friends with their kids now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, my friend. I appreciate you, LeGarrette. Family man in the building just came through and dropped that 5-ball off. Shout out to you. Mr. Too Fresh, shout out to you, says, can you review the Breakfast Slug giving Larry Elder Donkey of the Day? Did they? Y'all got to send me that. Send me that. I want to see what that is. Cliff Williams is in the building, says, blood of the covenant is thicker than water of the womb. The people you chose to rock with are more family than the people that think that they are family. Shout out to Cliff. I appreciate you, my friend over there in Canada. Jay Woodfin, my dog, says, my California don't look like that. That's a fact. That's a fact. When I was in Cali, Jay Woodfin showed me the real Cali. His version of Cali. It's a little different than that. Shout out to my dog, Jay Woodfin. Chris is in the building, says, hi, Anton. Thank you for the live streams because it changed my life perspective. I wanted to know if I need to be a part of the Patreon to book a coaching call. You do not. You can email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. It may still be a little bit of a waiting list, but you do not have to be a part of the Patreon in order to book a coaching call. Shout out to you, Chris. Good question. Legacy Builders is in the building, says, thank you, Anton. You are the best. Shout out to Legacy Builders. Let me make sure I got everybody. Smiling Buddha is in the building, says, you just gave a whole blueprint. Muchas gracias, my friend. Shout out to Smiling Buddha. I give y'all the game and the information that the people try to hold from y'all. I give y'all the game and the information that the people try to keep away from y'all. Now, we take away your excuses. You can't run in the Victim Olympics. You can't say that Anton is not giving you the game and the opportunity for you to become a part of a tribe and a network that's going in the direction that you really want to go in. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Also, shout out to the sponsor of the show, Teach Hanley. 30% off your first order plus a free gift. Let me acknowledge my dog, Trey DeLon, says with the 2-ball. I'm just dropping this off just to show some love. Yeah. Shout out to you. Hold on. Let me make sure I acknowledge just in case all of the cash apps. Got to give love to the cash appers. Brian Horsley is in the building, says no fumbles on a Friday. Shout out to Brian Horsley. Miami-Dade County NIGGA said, I got a fireball for you. Thank you, my friend, for holding me down. I got some wild names. And Mike That Dude is in the building. Shout out to Mike That Dude. Thank you to everybody that held me down. Hopefully I missed no super chats because y'all know that I love y'all and I want to make sure that I acknowledge y'all every single day. Listen, guys, you guys are the greatest in the world. You make this show what it is. It's not just me. You are a part of the show, and I want my $30 million. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you'll share this with your family and friends. We don't want to be successful by ourselves, but I need you to do me one more favor before we get it. Oh, wait. Aaron said he had an important question and a super chat. Aaron, you had a super chat? All right, hold on. Let me see something. I seen Trump's mugshot. Shout out to Aaron. Who was Miss Little? Rob says, last one, did you see Trump's mugshot? I did. I did see Trump's mugshot. Let me read Aaron. Aaron just texted me. Let me see something. I missed Aaron's super chat. Aaron, I don't see it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I can find it. Hold on. All right, I got it. Aaron says, see how quickly I found that? Aaron says, what did you do to vet schools for your daughter? My son is going to be in school next year, and I want to make sure he's not bored. I'm going to teach him algebra soon. He learned division in 3 days. Well, your son is really, really young, right? So for me, I just sent my daughter to the schools that was in the best county, right? I live out here in Oakland County. So my daughter went to public school all the way up into high school. My daughter went to public school all the way up into high school. So I don't think it was necessarily the schools. I think it's more or less your participation and the fact that you have to have parents that are intimately involved in what it is that they got going on, right? So when she got to high school, I had her go on a tour. So she went and shadowed the different schools, and then we went and talked to the administrators and things like that, right? So really, it's really the things that you do at home versus the things that you do at school that's going to have the most impact, especially at that young of an age. But once they get into like middle school, high school, then you can start going through and you can start vetting more effectively. And I let her go on all of the different tours, and then she gave me her opinion, and then we spoke with the different administrators and gave a tour of our, went on a tour ourselves. And then that's how we picked the school once she got older. When they're younger, it's really more or less of what it is that you put into them. When they get older, then that's a completely different conversation. Shout out to Aaron. I appreciate you, big dog. Let's see. Molecule Splitter says, love you, man. You've been a big force in changing my mindset. Shout out to Molecule Splitter. I appreciate you. And then Trevi DeLon says, you need to talk about Hawaii Electric stock for the members. It's $12.13 was $44. Is that a play? I don't know enough about it to actually tell you about whether or not it's a play. I think that a lot of these places, including a lot of these islands, are going to suffer as a result of the rising sea levels. But in the meantime, in the short term, I don't know if it's a play or not, but I can look it up and I can have a conversation with y'all on Monday. I don't want to give y'all no advice before I fully understand it. I'm not familiar with what's going on with Hawaii's Electric. I got to tap into that. But shout out to bringing that to my attention. I'll talk about it and I'll do some research over the weekend if that's okay with you guys. All right? All right, listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You are absolutely awesome. I need you to do me one more favor before we get up out of here. All right? What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing. I was about to play the Teach Hanley commercial. Hit the wrong button on y'all. Make sure y'all share this with your family and friends. We don't want to be successful by ourselves. I love you. I appreciate you. The lady with the short hair was not going to cam up. Plus, she said that she loved me. She just needed a little bit of chastising. Shout out to my women that's aerodynamic out here in these streets with the short hair that can run faster. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.